Are you completely free of debt? Question number 7. So I'll pause. Please just confirm you are with me. I have not been thrown out and you are on track with the questions. You can just put in the chat box. Okay, Shagun. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll just keep checking regularly to be sure. Okay, question number 7. Do you know your present financial condition in numbers? Do you know your present condition, your present financial condition in numbers? Now, here's what a lot of people do. When you ask them how are they faring financially, they'll say, I got though, we thank God though. It's not been easy. Okay, so what's your net worth? I don't really know like that, Sha. Okay, how much is your energy bill in a month? I don't know. Some months are good, Sha. Some months are. Please, if you are still answering number questions with words, just know that you don't know your financial condition. For instance, let me take a very simple number that everyone should be aware of. What is your cost of feeding per person per day in your household? You should know. Your numbers are as critical as your vitals, your health vitals. I'd like to use the analogy that when you go to the hospital, nobody writes in your folder high BP or high temperature. No, it's a set of numbers, systolic over diastolic, temperature reading, pulse. They are numbers, so that anybody picking that document knows whether the blood pressure is high, it's normal, or it's low. So the same question I'm asking you tonight, do you know your present financial condition in numbers? Do you know how much you currently contribute to your retirement? Do you know your gaps? Do you know what you should be chasing? Do you know the cost of feeding? Do you know your energy costs? Do you know your, and so all of these things are numbers. Anyway, do you know your present financial condition in figures? Is number 7. Number 8, did you achieve your savings and investment goals in the year 2024? So you should have achieved them anyway. If you have not achieved them, the gap should not be more than maybe a 2%, which you should achieve within the next 2 weeks. So if you've not achieved now, it is safe to say you have not achieved. So have you achieved your savings and investment goals for 2024? Question number 9. In the year 2024, did you save at least 10% of your monthly income in an account that you have not withdrawn from more than once this year? Yeah, this question is speaking to your sacred savings. You should save a minimum of 10% of your monthly income, and you should not draw from that account more than once a year. Question number 10, is your emergency fund adequately funded? So typically, your emergency fund should have a minimum of 6 months living expenses in it. And to calculate your living expenses, let me just take a simple number. Monthly contributions to retirement, 200,000. Oh my goodness, please confirm you can still hear me. I just got a notification. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thank you. Running. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll just be checking from time to time. Okay, so let's say monthly contributions, just have an idea what should be in your retirement, to be in your emergency fund. Let's say monthly contributions to retirement, 200,000, cost of living for the household, 600,000, cost of children's education for the 3 children, 600,000. So all of these together, so let's say 2 million, right? 2 million for you will be the cost of living in the month. So I would expect that your emergency fund should hold at least 12 million naira, which would be sitting in near liquid assets. Okay, so that's an example. Is your so if for such an individual you have 6 million in your emergency fund, your emergency fund is not adequate. Okay. Question number 7. I'm sorry, where am I? Question number 11. Do you have a clear plan to fund the education of all your children? Do you have a clear plan? It has to be a clear plan. So for instance, in Nigeria today, depending on your city and the level of the lifestyle, for some people, lower middle class in certain cities will cost about 22 million naira to educate a child. For some others, it can be as high as 200 million, depending. Now, do you have clear plans for educating each of your children? What does this mean? This means that even if you are to pass on today, the children's education in terms of quality will not be truncated. So do you have clear plans to fund the education of all your children?
No sound from your end. No sound from your end, Coach Tobore.
No, she's out.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't even know I was out. Okay, but you got question number 12, right?
Yes, the question on school fees and financial academic planning for your kids.
That was question 11.
Okay, so the next one is 12. That was 11. Okay, all right, thank you. Question number 12. Do you own viable land? Do you own viable land? So you own it if you have the title and you can transfer and the title is good. It is viable if you can sell quickly at a premium. So do you own viable land? Question number 13. Do you own a house? It is a house if it can be rented out and is habitable. Do you own a house? So we don't build and reach lintel, it's not a house. My papa died, the share and leave me, it's not it does not mean that you own it if your name is not on the title. Question number 14. Do you have a deep understanding of investment terms and investment products? Then your own investment portfolio, is it robust enough? Okay. Did you get question 14? Question 14, do you have a deep understanding of investment terms and products? And is your own investment portfolio robust enough? Okay, question number 15. Did you do a monthly review of your bank statements for all the months of 2024? So from January to November, did you review your statements on a monthly basis? Question number 16. Did you keep track of your income and expenses every month in 2024? Did you keep track of your income and expenses every month? Question number 17. Did you spend less than you earned? Did you spend less than you earned in 2024? Question number 18. Did you earn in the recommended frequencies? So the recommended frequencies are yearly, biannually, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So there has to be something that pays you once a year. For example, rent, dividend. There has to be something that pays you twice a year. For example, your coupons on your bonds. There has to be something that pays you quarterly. For example, and your payouts on your funds. Some of your mutual funds pay some you and for you have what the where you are or retainerships, right? And there has to be something that pays you. Hear me now.
The network is not so good. We can't hear you.
Please, can you take the quarterly again?
The quarterly.
Coach, your network is a little bit bad. Are you there?
I'm sorry, today is bad.
Yeah, it's flickering. So we started losing you after you told us annually.
Okay, but can you hear me? Is it manageable now?
It's better now. So you need to come back to us from annually. It's good now.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's
So
okay.
I said okay, I was saying something has to pay you by annually, like payments from your fixed income funds, like bonds, pay the coupon twice a year. Something should pay yearly, like payments from your and contract, so on and so forth, monthly, weekly, and daily. So example of daily would be dividends. Okay, so that's what I'm asking you in question number 17, 18, I'm sorry, and in okay, so I just had to join via another device. But question 17 is clear, right? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you. Okay, so that was 18. Question number 19. Do you actively invest in shares and stocks of companies? Do you actively invest in shares and stocks of companies? Question number 20. Do you avoid buying consumer items on credit? 20. Do you avoid buying consumer items on credit? Question number 21. Did you earn from the 4 recommended streams of income? So, oh, I'm back. I don't know, I just saw a message, she's back. I've been back. Oh.
No, you're in order. You're in order. Please continue. You're good. You're good to go.
Okay. So question number 21. Do you earn from the 4 recommended streams of income? Now, the way our world is structured today, it is important that you earn money from a physical product, a digital product, a physical service, and a digital service. So are you earning from these 4? Yes or no? Question number 19. Do you actively invest in shares and stocks of companies? Question number 20. Do you avoid buying consumer items on credit? Do you avoid buying consumer items on credit? Question number 21. So,
The network is bad again. We can't hear you.
Yeah, the network is really, really bad. She's gone off and she's coming back. So let's just be patient with her. Let's just be patient with her. Okay, she's back.
This is very serious. I can't believe this. I've been in several meetings all day and this is happening now. Okay, let me just run through this so I don't get thrown out again. I'm sorry, what number did you hear me last?
22.
21.
Okay, so 21 is, do you earn from the 4 recommended streams? 22, do you have at least 3 streams of income within your control? Do you have at least 3 streams of income that are within your control? Now, streams of income within your control would be income like income from your paid services, from products you sell, as opposed to salary and dividends. Okay? Question number 23. I'm just going to run through this so that I don't take too much time again. Question number 23. Do you have sufficient life and health insurance cover, and are your premiums up to date? Question number 24. Do you have investments to reduce your taxable income? Do you have investments to reduce your taxable income? Question 25. Do you have clear plans for your retirement? And do you have at least 72 million naira in your retirement fund? 72 million in your retirement fund, is it there yet? That's 25. 26. Identify your main source of income. If it were to stop today, can you flourish on your other sources of income? Identify your main source of income. If it were to stop today, can you flourish on your other sources of income? Please confirm we're all on 27 now. We're down to the last 3. Hello?
We good.
Okay, great. Question 27. Have you written and registered your will? Have you written and registered your will? 28. Do you think you are in control of your financial future? Now look at your answers from 21 to 27 and answer 28 honestly. Do you think you are in control of your financial future? Question 29. Are you satisfied with the contributions you are making to the world? Are you satisfied with the contributions you're making to the world? And the last question I have for you tonight. Do you have clear strategies? Now, we've looked at 2024, and I'm asking you, going into 2025, do you have clear strategies to achieve your goals for 2025? These are the 30 questions I have for you tonight to respond to the first part of our conversation around finance. All of those questions will tell you how far-reaching finance is when it comes to your life. It's beyond just you. It's beyond your life. It has to do with your entire family up to the 4th generation. That's how powerful and far-reaching finance is. Now, in a few sentences, I just want to share with you something on savings, and then I will let you go. I'm sorry, I've taken at least 5 minutes of your time from the poor connection. Please, someone, can you just do me a favor and write in the chat box this equation? It's a very simple equation. Income minus expense is equal to a balance. I just want someone to write this. Income minus expense is equal to a balance. Okay, so examples of investments to reduce taxable income. Life insurance, fantastic. Thank you, Michael. Life insurance, voluntary contributions to your RSA, some kinds of bonds can be structured for you, mortgages, etc. Okay, fantastic. Now look at this equation very well. I beg you, as you go into 2025, every time you want to carry out any activity, I want you to realize that every activity you carry out on earth is contributing to either your income, to your expense, or affecting the balance. Now, for people who struggle to save without even knowing you, I can tell that it's either you have insufficient income or your expense is too high for your income, or you are not making the right decisions with the balances you have. If you want to save better, just off the top of my head, even if you don't pay me to be your consultant, I can tell you to earn more, spend less, and invest the balance. Now, how well you perform, how well your savings will perform, depends significantly on the decisions you make around your income. As you go into 2025, for you to be able to save more, and let nobody deceive you, there's a limit below which you cannot cut costs. For instance, there's a cost of living, meaning that by just being alive, you're going to spend money. So you cannot cut your cost below the cost of living. You need to be alive. What does this mean? It means you must earn. Please go into 2025 with an aggressive earning mentality. And let me just put this out here, since we are on the general call and I'm trying to wrap up my thoughts. If you are on this call and you are earning less than 800,000 naira in Nigeria today, you are not breaking even. I can tell you for free, except you are living a Spartan lifestyle or you are a hermit. If you have a family, if you plan for retirement, if you have assets of any sort, you need to build your earning capacity to a barest minimum of 800,000 naira a month. This is fact. In reality, it should be at least 1.5 million, but I know that not everyone has the opportunities to earn. But I say this to you tonight as words of parting from this conversation, that please grow your earnings. And never in the history of mankind has it been easier for the ordinary person on the streets to earn than it is for us today, because the internet has come to make parity possible. Everyone now has access to as much information as possible. Unlike in the past when information was hoarded and preserved for only those who could afford it. Today, everyone has access to information. Please use the information as a source of income. And when you do, try to answer yes to the questions I asked earlier today, and you will see the difference will become astronomical as you step into 2025. Once again, I sincerely apologize for the poor quality of the network, which has hampered our flow. But I do hope you're able to take a few things for finance and savings. Thank you very much. It's over to you, Tosin.
Yeah, thank you, Coach Tobore. Before you run away, I have a question for you. And I know other people will have questions for you. So my first question, and it's not because I don't believe what you've said. I know for you to tell everybody to start to work towards earning 800K conservatively a month, you've done some calculations, and it's not because you live in Port Harcourt or because most of us in this call are from Lagos either. I think you've done some calculations which you have, based on your expertise, said, see, if you are going to live a good life, not even a soft life. You said soft life, you should be doing 1.5 million. Can you just, in 1 or 2 minutes, give us an insight into your thinking and why you have recommended that figure? And of course, you're not saying that is a bad thing if I'm earning 250K or 300K. So, because so that it's not hanging and they'll just say, I beg, this is rich people's club. So can you do some good balancing act for us so that we can get the rationale, so that if I'm not earning that much, I will know that, okay, it is wisdom advice, and then I have to work at this. So it's not just about the next promotion, it's about making my family comfortable. So my prayer request is not school fees and rent every year. There are some things I can pray for. I can even say, God, I love you. How can I get closer to you? And all those kind of things. So please. And then if you have any other questions, just drop it in the chat window. I'll pick it from there. Thank you.
All right, Tosin, thanks a lot. And again, I apologize. We had to do this in 30 minutes, meaning that there was so much I couldn't say. However, one thing I'm going to say to you, and I would have asked you to do something before the class started. I would have sought your permission to forgive me, because many people at the end of my class loathe me. I'm not kidding you. They actively despise me because I come and I make them extremely uncomfortable. Please, I will not apologize for that. The reason I'm not going to do that is I would rather bear the bad name of the person who will make you uncomfortable today. But believe me, you'll be comfortable tomorrow. I would love to sit down here and say to you, oh, if you are doing 100,000, you're not doing badly, just try and hang in there, cut your coat to according to your size. Nigeria is hard for everybody. Don't come and kill yourself. I wouldn't be doing you any favors if I were to say that. Because believe me, if you are earning 100,000 in Nigeria today, I don't even need to know you. I can already see that you are flirting with hypertension. You are having a serious romantic relationship with pressure. You are going to struggle. Now, am I saying that if you have a job that pays you 70,000 naira, you should kill yourself? Definitely not. What I am saying to you tonight is, as you go into 2025, I want you to begin to build a mindset of abundance. You can earn more. And no, it doesn't have to come from your employment. It doesn't have to come from anything you already know. There's a lot out there that can help you earn more. You need to begin to associate with people who query their current source of income and strive to do more. You may not even achieve it next year. You may not even achieve it in 3 years, but I want you to begin to build towards that. Because if you are currently earning 50,000 naira, you will struggle. You are already telling me that you're not putting aside for retirement. Because for you to build a retirement fund that can take care of you in your old age, you need to be doing a minimum of, it's actually 200,000 a month, but you should do at least 50,000 a month. Now, if you earn 200,000 and you're giving 50,000 to retirement and 20,000 to tithe, how much is left for feeding? Even if you were doing 5,000 naira per day for food, it tells me you're not eating 3 square meals. You're doing a square meal. It tells me you cannot fund your electricity bill, because the average electricity bill for a household in Nigeria today, even for Band C, is at least 20,000 naira. It tells me that you don't have children in school. It tells me you don't have parents who are depending on you. It also tells me that you are not paying premium on your HMO. You're not paying premium for life insurance. It means you're not achieving the most basic things you need to protect your finances. So these numbers are not just pulled from space. They are real iterated numbers. And we can break it down if we have time, but we don't have time. But what I would say to everyone on the call, settle down, do a budget. Just do your budget of what you should to be comfortable. I'm not even saying ideal. What it means to be comfortable for you. And then look at those numbers, compare them to where you are earning and to show you the gap. So, Sen, I hope this has helped a bit to clarify.
Yes, it has. So for me, I don't have a problem. I just want I think I'm on your wavelength already, so I don't have a problem. I think I just want it to be able to be, I mean, in 2025, 2024, we have a lot of keyboard warriors who, and like you said, people begin to loathe you or hate you. That's the simple English word, because of the challenges that you give to them. So I think what you've said is good. What I'm just going to say is because of time, because the same thing is, even if I allowed you to speak for 3 hours, by the time it's 2 hours, people will start running away. So I'm already typing a message in the chat window to say, if you really want to sit with Coach Tobore, there are 2 ways. We have some products that she has given us at a discount that I'll send to you by email. The second thing is there's a website where you can book a master class with her. So, and that masterclass, what that masterclass means is that you will sit with her in a class for about 2 or 3 hours. It's only her. I'm going to drop that link in the chat window now. So for us to be able to, so this is where you can book the masterclass. So for you to do that, we need to have about 10 people in that class, so that once we have 10 people in that class, we can be able to call her back to do a masterclass. And I believe that we all need this class. Also, she has, to Coach Tobere, if you can forward your mentorship flyer to me, I'll also drop it. She also has a mentorship that you pay for a whole year, 12 months, where she does mentorship for people every month, and you learn from her and everything. So that means you have access to her. I think it's on WhatsApp or whatever. So, and of course, it has a very big package whereby she mentors you for a whole year, and then she even gives you jobs, like business jobs. That one, the price is in 6 figures. Is it 6 figures? Yes, it's a 6 figure naira program where you are with her. Like that one is like 12 disciples. The other one is like 500 disciples. The one that she's going to forward to me that I'm going to share, that one is like 500 disciples. But the one of 12 disciples, it's not less than 300,000 naira. So if we are asking you to pay something under 100K to be in a master class with her for 2 or 3 hours, you are really very lucky. To talk to her for like really very close, where she's giving you deals and everything, it's, should I say to Coach Tobore?
It's $350 actually.
And that is about 500,000 naira.
Thereabouts,
So,
yeah.
so this is somebody who, and she collects it without smiling. I don't know. She doesn't even, you can't price it. So that is how much she charges. But there's a cheaper option, which is under 100K. You can get that one. And there's also one, I just sent a link there. If you want to be in a masterclass with her for 2 hours, you pick the gold product on that link there. Just pick gold, and we can have the conversation. We need 10 people in that class, so that's 5 to 10 people in that class, so that we can get her. Thank you so much, Coach Tabare. And we will move on to the next person. Coach Dr. Blessing, are you ready?
Thank you, Tosin. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Coach Tabare. Nobody has any questions for her. Does anyone have questions for her? No other person. Okay, beautiful. Coach Blessing, it's over to you. And yes, thank you. Good night, Coach Tabare. Bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Welcome, everyone. It is a pleasure, a wonderful opportunity to be here. Just wanted to find out, Tosin, would you share the slides, or I should go ahead?
Please go ahead and share. If you are comfortable sharing, go ahead and share.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. So welcome, everyone. We want to see how we can sorry about that. Trying to see if I have access. Okay. Welcome once again. So we want to look at how you can cultivate connections and thrive in 2025. My name is Blessing Ishomo. I'm the CEO of Exceed Limits Solutions. We work with you to exceed your limits in business, in relationships, and I'm privileged to work with wonderful mentors, the Maxwell Leadership. I'm a trainer of the Success Principles, and I am passionate about family and sex. I will be bringing this knowledge to help you create something that would really, really stand out this 2025. So for everyone that made it to this program, there's something special about you. A lot of people sent their request to be part of it. They registered. Why are they not here? This first slide says, be responsible. Be able to take responsibility for your life. Coach Tobere said something amazing. Those questions were actually to help you plan 2025. If you didn't do anything about them in 2024, 2025 is a good start. And so having the mindset that you are responsible for what happened this year and what did not happen is the best place to start. She gave an equation. I was smiling because I also have another equation here, and it says E plus R equals O. Now, E stands for event, R stands for response, and O stands for outcome. So what does this mean? Whatever has happened in 2024 is the event. It could be the way the economy turned. It could be the traffic. It could be the way the relationship, the way people responded to you as a family. Whatever the event, you have no power over the event. You have no power over the government policies. You have no power over how the dollar went haywire. You have no power over how the cost of living affected everyone. But your response is what will determine your outcome. If you understand this, as you go into 2025, it will really, really help you understand that everything is up to you. And so if everything is up to you, you need to stop blaming the government, the society, your spouse, your children. You need to give up on your excuses because you don't have power over the event, but you have power over your response. And the thoughts that you think, the images you have in your mind, and the behavior, the actions you take, these are the things that will determine your outcome. So if you don't like what you are seeing right now, from the questions that were asked previously, if you don't like the answers you gave to those questions, then as you go into this segment, apply the same equation. You stop blaming, you stop making excuses, you stop justifying your weaknesses, you stop shaming or playing the victim, and you start to take responsibility. Stop complaining. Of all of them, complaining is intriguing because complaining is you know what is good or you know a better version, what you could achieve, but you're not willing to take the risk. So when it comes to family, when it comes to parenting, when it comes to taking care of your loved ones or increasing intimacy and all the things we would learn, you would find people complaining, and many times they complain to the people that will not do anything about it. So you find maybe the wife complaining to her friends how her husband is not giving her time or money. And everybody knows, the in-laws know, but the husband does not know. And it is only the husband that can take action on that issue. And he is the one left out. Now, she is not willing to tell the man, or when she talks about it, she's throwing tantrums, or the man is not ready to face the wife and say exactly how he feels. He just busts out with either saying, "You don't care for me," or he's not available emotionally. And so stop these things because they're not helping. Yeah, you complained, but nothing changed. You can do something better. You can change your responses. If you don't like the events, if you don't like the things happening around you, you can change them. So if you understand this, when we look at how you can create goals and cultivate better connections and thrive in 2025, you would see immediately where you can take responsibility, take ownership, become solution-oriented instead of just creating, doing the same thing and having the same results year in, year out. Hopefully this year, the few days within this year would be a time of reflection where you would use this to plan and create a better 2025. Now, one of the ways you can enjoy relationship in 2025 is to look back from January this year till now and ask yourself, what were the things that went well, right? It's nice to start with the wins because they give you confidence to go into the new year. Oh, I was able to spend some time with my family. I went on a vacation. I increased our standard of living, or I had time to build my relationship with my spouse, whatever it is. Oh, I had time for self-care. Now, for some of us, it may be hard. We'll be wondering, do I have anything to really celebrate? The reason is that our brain is wired to see what is not. The things that we do not have is what easily comes to our consciousness. So one of the ways to help you generate more than 10 memories and things is to look at your phone. Okay, you can use your phone, you can go to your social media. Anything is a win. Anything that makes you happy, anything that helps you or makes you smile is a win. That you are alive is a win. There's this amazing book that I'm reading that talks about I will laugh at my circumstances. I will laugh at my world. I will not take anything seriously. The Greatest Salesman in the World by Ogmandino, amazing book. The one that says I will laugh at the world is so apt for this. Look for things that make you happy, and even the ones that didn't go well, that you felt embarrassed. I'm sure some of the answers you gave from the last speaker's session may have made you feel embarrassed or sad. How can you turn that to something you can laugh about? How can you build a mindset of, I can start anew. I've learned from something that didn't go well, and that's not the end of the world. I can do better in 2025. So start with this exercise, and I believe some of us, we are already writing. It's important that you join in this. You can write down, if you can, 2 or 3 things while this is going on, and complete the rest. Now we want to use, there's this amazing book that I authored, and each time I read the book, I am also, it's like a manual. I use the book. We've been using it in my home for the past 12, 13 years before it became a book, The 5 F's to Creating the Ideal Family Life. And you'll be getting the link to this book. It helps with communication. That book removes assumptions, right? And gives, like we heard from the last speaker, a clear path on how to achieve your goals. And sometimes a lot of people enter into marriage or relationships just assuming everything will fall into place. In fact, it's funny how people laugh and think, why should I invest in my relationship? Why should I pay for a coach? I mean, I can figure things out. The truth is, if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a template, if you don't have something you are working with, you might get frustrated along the line, because assumptions lead to frustration. So one of the things we want to do with this template, and you'll be getting a free template after now, is to use the 5 F's. In these 5 areas, write just one goal for the next year. You can have more than one goal, but one goal that you would work on. So faith is about your spiritual values, your spiritual connection with God. So what are you going to do differently this coming year? An example could be, you are so busy every day, you wake up and you don't have the time to pray or meditate or read the Bible or whatever you're using to build your spiritual life. If that is your case during this 2024, you can decide to wake 30 minutes earlier. And that would be a goal to build your quiet time, the time you have for God. Or another person could say, I actually didn't volunteer enough in my faith community. I actually didn't have time with the children to share the things that will build spiritual values and principles. So pick something. While we're talking about faith right now, you can just write down something that you would work on. Family has to do with the children, with the home. Someone could write, this coming year, I will spend more time with the children. How would you do that? You're always on the road. Oh, I can create a space where a virtual time that is sacred, whatever it is, we're having that time, we're having video calls. For some others, it could be, I would make sure that every Saturday or twice in a month will be dedicated to family time, because I know a lot of us are busy. So what can you tweak? What can you do differently when it comes to how you want to discipline the children, their attitude? For some people, they are only thinking about education and their children getting A's. But what about fair play? What about attitude to learning, attitude to life? These are things that you can work on. So write down something on family. And then the home. Is your home such that when you come in, everywhere is dead silent? Everybody is scared because you're shouting. You could decide, I would change something about that. I would work, or I'll become aware of this shouting. I want to create an environment or a space where the children feel loved and everybody feel encouraged or empowered to be the best that they can be. So you can pick something out of there and write for 2025. Finance, amazing. We've had a wonderful session from the last speaker. What are you doing about budgeting? What are you doing about savings? What are you doing about how to reduce your debt? So you can pick one goal and decide, this I would put down, I would write a clear strategy, I would look for ways, things that can overcome my goal, like challenges, and I would work with them. I would say a very good goal for 2025 would be, I would work with a financial coach when it comes to finance. And then for friends, how about giving a call? Just decide that every day or once a week, I will call one person and just tell them how I'm grateful for them being in my life. You cannot live life alone. Nobody is an island. So maintain your friends, family, extended family, those your friends and your spouse's friends, everyone, they should be part of your life, but maintain boundaries. Okay, whatever you do should not affect the home. So you can have this discussion with your spouse if you're married, and if you're not, you are definitely from a family, and you can have this discussion. What can we do to enhance our relationship? What can we do to be better or closely knit? Do we have programs like get-togethers? So plan it. Then fun and fitness, same. Intimacy. What can I do differently? For us as a family, there was a particular time we chose, we're just going to hug ourselves. And, when my husband is coming back from work, we all run to hug him, right? That feeling, or give a peck, just pick something little that you can do and, you can work with. Fitness can be going for an annual checkup. It could be deciding to sleep more and be accountable. Like when it's a particular time, you give someone the phone to if the phone is the problem. For some of us, we are on the phone for late into the night. So we can become accountable that way. So look at these areas, discuss it, and find something that would help. Just as we wrote here, write one spiritual value or practice. Create a theme for the year. What would your family be known for in 2025? And then how do you spend quality time? In my home, we have what we call the family night every Friday, and just helping you know how to go through this. Regular lunch dates. It doesn't have to be expensive. Hold hands with your better half and, talk. Find time to communicate. Okay, change the bedroom environment. That can really help with intimacy, and just do some nice things, learn new activities, pleasurable activities. Take care of your extended family, very important, and then maintain healthy backgrounds. If you've written something in these areas, the next thing you need to do is speak as though you have already achieved them. So if I would take the example of the family and then maybe the write-up of, in my family, as at 2024, we had issues with having the kids pray and share Bible materials. This is December 2025, and we're so happy we're able to take care of that. The children are excited about reading and knowing more about God, and we took time to work on our prayer time. So we have a thriving time, quiet time with God, with the children. So how did we overcome the challenges? What happened? What were the things that made it difficult in 2024 that we overcame in 2025? What we did was we made sure a particular time was set, and we did everything to make sure that time, we adhered to that time. We had some flops. We went back to it. We reviewed what we were doing, and we carried everyone along. That can be you discussing how you overcame your challenges. What about the challenge of intimacy? Oh, yeah, we really longed to bond, but we were always so busy. Whenever we want to talk, we will be arguing. And so we decided that every Wednesday was our date night. Every Wednesday was for fun. And when we had things that made us travel out, we found a way to still have that date night, even when it was virtual. So when you look at the challenges, you talked about it as if you've already taken care of it. It activates your brain, and this is very powerful. Speak as though you are already in December 2025. So you can write down things and mimic this. Another thing you need to be aware of is your mind is always looking at what you don't have. Your mind is always wanting to, in quotes, make you look bad, because it's all about safety. It's all about security. Oh, you didn't do this. Perceived threats. Some of them are real, some are not. But your thoughts, your mind is always on, oh, you didn't do this well. Let's take, for instance, the last speaker. If we're to use that as an example, the mind could go, how could the network just go? What will people think about you? We are always doing that. As married couples, as singles, as those that are about to get into a relationship, you're always thinking, did I do well? Did I not? How would people see me? Become aware of what's going on in your mind. Turn your inner critic, that inner self-talk that is always bringing negative or making you feel bad. Stop it and start coaching yourself. Become your own coach. Turn your inner critic to your inner coach. Okay. So when you find yourself feeling bad, oh, I didn't do this, I could have done it in this way. The next thing is pause and say, it's already done. What can we do better? Who can I meet? What can I do? What little thing can I do to make it better the next time? You will suddenly find yourself getting answers instead of just playing the pity party and playing the victim and feeling bad. So trash your self-talk and also become aware of your reticular activating system. This is that part of your brain that brings to consciousness what you focus on. So if you did not like the way 2024 went, ask yourself, what were you focusing on? A lot of people focus on the weaknesses of their spouse, on the people they're about to get married to, and their children, they are just looking for when they make mistakes and all that. Stop that. Stop yourself. Ask yourself, what am I focusing on? So for you to be able to appreciate this, remember the time you wanted to buy a particular car or buy a particular phone. Before you thought about that car or phone, you were oblivious of people driving the car or people owning that phone. But immediately you started thinking about getting it, you suddenly started seeing a lot of people, or you started seeing the phone or the car. That is your reticular activating system. We all have it. So ask yourself, is my reticular activating system working for me or against me? So in 2025, be intentional. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want, especially with relationship. You know, a lot of times people don't really think about that area. They just go for the money, they go for business and all that. But if you are not happy, if your loved ones are not happy, it will tell on your business, it will tell on your mental health. So this is very, very important. Learn how to handle disputes and understand that it is normal. Okay, if you look at this figure, this person is staying on one side, and from his perspective, it's the number there is 6, and this other person, the number there is 9. They are both correct. They are looking from different perspectives. You are not to get worked up when somebody miscommunicates or misunderstand you or misrepresent you or judge you or see things from another perception or see you from another perspective. Understand that these things happen. So don't feel, oh, it's an attack on myself. No, yours is okay. I see you're seeing the 9, I'm seeing the 6. Can we understand ourselves? And the best way for you to go about this, this is the difficult way to go about it. A lot of times people play the blame game. It's because of what you did. That's why. In fact, please stop. And many times people are listening not to understand, but to reply. You watch some skits that are very funny. The man is trying to talk and the woman says, oh, you mean I'm lazy? Oh, you are saying I don't listen. And the man is tired. You are not listening to me. No, I get you. You are insulting me. Please don't do that. Try and understand the other person. Stay away from character assassination. Stay away from using hurtful words. In fact, the fastest way to kill your relationship is to use words that tear down the other person. So stop being defensive or stonewalling, like ignoring whatever, who cares, or being defensive, before they talk, you throw tantrums. These things do not help. And then there are those who would want to win the argument. It must end with their view. So please jettison these things in this 2024. Model empathy, put yourself in the other person's shoes, at least try and understand the person, and try to communicate in a way that your children, family members, your spouse would understand. There are people who their own communication is to avoid communicating. They just ghost you or become silent, they keep malice. Please jettison those things, throw away those things as you go into 2025, because it will not help. Fun ways to handle conflicts. When things are not going the way you expect, the first emotion that comes up is anger or feeling frustrated, or just take a deep breath and just embrace calmness. See, when you do that, you cut off that adrenaline, that sympathetic nervous system wanting to fight or flight. You cut that off to the relaxed state of the mind, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, and you are able to reason and think and speak or understand. So learn to take a deep breath, learn to be quiet, and then seek to understand, and then to be understood. Seek to apologize when you misrepresent or miscommunicate. My father used to say, they don't sell "I am sorry," "forgive me," or "thank you," or "good morning," or "you look beautiful." Why are you hoarding it? So don't hoard it. Don't equate it to, it means I'm a failure, it means I have lost because I said I'm sorry. Please keep those things this year. Don't go into the next year with them. Do not hold grudges. You did it in 2001. I forgave you. You did it in 2005. Now you've come again. So let it go. Do not interpret the incidents as an attack on your person. Oh, it means I'm worthless. Oh, it means I'm careless. Oh, it means I don't matter. It means I'm not loved. No. Isolate the issue, attend to it, be open to feedback. These things will help. And try to resolve the issue as soon as possible. Don't fall into that trap of keeping malice, of struggling with bitterness. You are suffering. It's not worth it. It only causes more pain. Remember what we said about the E plus R equals O? A lot of times people use this difficult ways to handle conflicts to respond to the event. And then over time of neglecting your spouse, neglecting the children, you wonder why they are not emotionally available. And you are now crying wolf. Oh, why? I spend money, I pay for this, I worked hard, I slaved for these children, I slaved for my husband, I slaved for my wife. But you are not responding in a way that will bring the outcome that you desire. And over time, the outcome is really bad. So you see people for years just doing the same thing, hurting each other, not wanting to resolve things. And then it gets to the point where they're thinking of separating, or they are no longer feeling any kind of love towards each other. Do an assessment of your relationship and ask yourself, how can I be better? How can I use any of these ways to take care of whenever we have misunderstanding or misrepresentation? How can we get back to being a team? How can I help the children to believe or trust me more? What am I doing now that I need to change? So out of all the things we've discussed, what is one thing or two action steps that you can start within this month that can help you in putting these things together for 2025? Because of time, we will be stopping here. You can have a free coaching session. We also have links to the book and to a template that can help you really plan 2025. So thank you so much, Coach Tosin.
Thank you very much, Dr. Blessing. Thank you very much, Dr. Blessing. Super stuff. Again, apologies that we are pressed for time, and as a result, we cannot have a full conversation with her. But do we have anyone who has questions, please? Any questions for her? Any questions for her, please? Okay. In the absence of any question for her, Dr. Blessing, thank you very much. And we will send details of the free checklist and template for her. We would also send you links to her book and also links to her store. And all of that is going to be in the event store. Thank you very much. So we have two very, very powerful sessions coming up. We have the CEO Spotlight session with Mr. Ibukun Adebayo, CEO of Clinis, and Madam Stella Adebayo Matthew is also waiting. The Adebayos are different. I am also Adebayo, and three of us are not related. But we are going to have three quick sessions with two quick sessions, and then Mr. IBK, as I call him, is going to join us now. Ask him a few questions about how he has been able to run a business successfully for over 20 years, which allows you all to plan your business. If I would like to see the kind of people in the room. If you're a business person, just drop business employee or business plus employee. As Coach Tobore has said, you should have some good balance in your sources of income. So can you just drop in the chat window business and employee, or employee and business, or business full-time or employee full-time? Just drop in the chat window. Mr. IBK, can you come on camera, please? Okay, thank you, sir. You are muted, sir.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Brother, how you doing?
I'm good, sir. I'm good, sir. How are you today? You seem to still be at work.
You kept me here now, Chief.
Oh, thank you so much. Can we all give Mr. IBK a round of applause?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, very good. How do you feel to be here tonight?
Well, it's a great privilege, a great honor. Thank you for what you're doing, my brother. And I'm very proud of you, and humbled to be sharing platforms with great men here and there and great women and many Adebayos in the house. That's awesome. Thank you.
Adebayo is my middle name. My parents named me Oluwatosin Aremu, but I was wondering what that Aremu is doing. So I just humbly picked Adebayo, which is funkier, friendlier, and joyfuler.
Well
okay.
done.
So cool. So tell us, typically, as a year, you've been in business for many years. Your business survived COVID, which is a great achievement. And any business that survived COVID is a good business, invariably. And so can you tell us, typically as the year comes to an end at this time, what exactly is on your mind? Is it chicken or profit, or what's on your mind?
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, bro. What's on my mind? There is plenty on my mind. And for me, it's been a very beautiful year. We've been greatly blessed this year. We have been under a siege in the past 2 years. We lost one of our factories because we couldn't. We had a fire incident on one of our 250 kVA generators, and it landed us in. We had to close that factory, move the garments. I mean, it's a daily production. So it's since 2022. So COVID was even good. COVID was fantastic. Everything was intact. The only thing is we didn't have customers, but we still made enough to be able to pay everybody some good. But we had to shut that factory and had to move it to Maryland factory, and it wasn't fun at all. But through it all, today we are blessed. So if you're asking me what am I seeing next year, I'm seeing like 500%, growth looking into the new year, because God magnanimously provided us with a capacity that is exactly 6 times over what we had in size, and then the equipment can now do like 8-9 times over, even without adding anything to where we are. So it's a very good time that we are very grateful. And with all the Niger, with all the Niger, how do you plan for the year? You asked me. You don't plan for the year. You just have a vision for a year, okay? And you break it down into quarters, and you break the quarters into months, and you break it down into weeks, and you are taking it one day at a time. What should I do every day? So for me, it's long range. Yes, you are seeing something in the distance, but every day, and in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So it's some heavy calculation in every step you're taking, every decision you're making. So for me, it's a daily SWOT analysis, and always focusing more on the strengths and the opportunities, as every day you're trying to reduce the weaknesses and what's threatening the business. So it's, for me right now, it's reflection, reviewing as well, and realigning. Okay, so what do I have? What don't I have? What worked? What didn't work? And I don't pat myself on the back. I tell myself that, like, or goof, where you goof, you goofed. Just, yes. So what should you have done? Okay, so move it. And I don't waste time in checking out from failure. Immediately, I take it, not just a 360 degrees. I take 360 degrees even over, like the earth is going round and is also going sideways, So total, complete, you move. So SWOT, we use that per second. Then for me, it is cash flow. So what is the cash talking? Well, it's the safest tool that I've, my father was a chartered accountant, and when they are calculating book profits, net profits, a lot of times they are calculating assets and what. So I learned from a very young age that cash is king. Just focus on the cash. Just focus on the cash. And so it helps to manage the debts, services, the facilities, the loans, and always keeps you in a good light. Thank you very much for the coach that spoke on finances. In fact, I hope she's not on this call anymore, because the first 5 or 6 questions she asked, it was a no for me. I said, I'm in trouble. But everybody has what's working for them. You must just understand where you are playing, what kind of person you are, and the dimensions around your market. So cash flow works a lot for me. I dream wide, I dream wild, and I try my best to chase as much as I can.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. I want you to double click a little bit on that cash flow thing. So do you kind of set a target for yourself every year in terms of, okay, this is dry cleaning or fabric processing or whatever we do? Do you kind of give yourself you said you don't spare yourself. So whenever you mess up, you spank yourself and you give yourself a knock and then you move. Do you give yourself a target, or is whatever God does? Or, I know you're a very senior Christian, you're a pastor, but again, how do you challenge yourself to hit? Do you set a target first of all? And if yes, how do you push yourself to ensure you hit that target? Otherwise, what do you do?
Oh, yes. Well, so setting targets. For me, it is always, there's that story of the widow that her husband pastored and went to Elisha. Says her 2 sons were going to be taken bondmen. I think that is 2 Kings.
Into slavery.
Chapter 4, something. 2 Kings chapter 4, I think. So, and the man of God asked her, what do you have? And the first thing she said was, your handmaid or your maid has nothing. Then she now came back to say, okay, but I have something. although it is small. So for me, there is always, everybody has something. So for me, it is, you must first identify what you have. So how do I set my targets? How do I set targets? It is first, I mean, with the business I do, like I was just talking about capacity. So I set targets based on capacity. I have this space, I have these machines, I have these stores, I have this number of people. So what more can I do? So that helps me to I'm not just, I go from the known to the unknown. So I set targets based on what I have, my strengths, my opportunities. Like I said, I dream, and I pursue based on what I trust that God's word has promised me that he will do. And then with the resources that I have identified that I've been blessed with. So how much of it have I used? How much of it can I use more? How many can I acquire more? Do I still have space? Does that market still have room? I mean, how much market share do I have? How much can I push? So for me, setting targets comes from within. Okay, I know when we talk about quality service, in Nigeria, it is not something that is common. Sorry for the blast of the noise. I'm right on the Korodu Road. And, so its quality is never an accident. It takes a lot of deliberate effort, and a lot of people, even when they have the capacity, they don't have the eye for quality. So for anyone who's got quality, you will always ever be in business. Today, I mean, and when you look at the lifestyle of our people, I mean, they're extremely fashionable people. We like partying. Everybody wants to look good and wants to look nice. So, and people are buying very, very expensive clothes. Even now that many are wearing t-shirts and jeans, they are bloody expensive. T-shirts of $1,500, 2,000 pounds. Okay, so who will they give it to? They want to give it to a credible dry cleaner. They want to give it to somebody who can give them the right service, you know? So there will always be business. There will always be business. So it is how much of that business can I take on? So, and that's where my targets, that's how I set. So that's how I set targets. I'm very realistic. I'm not just wishing, realistic.
Beautiful. I love that. Yes, I really love that. I really, really love that. Okay, because we've been delayed, I will not take too much of your time. I will just ask for one thing you will tell anybody who is in business, who wants to retain consistency. I know as Nigerians, we always do like our neighbor. Pure water is selling, let me sell. Fashion is selling, let me sell. China importation is selling, let me try. But if you want to do a sustainable business that you can do for years and that will get enough profit and growth, I want you to just give us one word of advice to be able to, before we let you go tonight. And also to the house, if you have a question for Mr. IDK, please put it in the link in the chat window because he has to run, but just drop your questions and I'll take it very quickly. The next speaker is already waiting. Thank you very much, sir.
One word for anybody who wants to go into business. Okay, you can only give what you have. Okay, so what do I have? What I have is, how did I get here? So I got here by God's direction. So, and thank you for the words that very spiritual. I'm not, that spiritual is not of holier than thou, but we have been taught to pray on every matter. I fully understand, and I've come to realize that I did not come by chance to this earth. There is a purpose in God's heart for bringing me here, for the family that I was born, for the upbringing, for the schools I went, for the people I met. I see God's hand in every way that I've trodden. Even when I didn't know him, I still find out today that I've come to know him, I see that he was still working on the background heavily. For me, what has worked for me is God told me what to do. I was able to learn that quick. I had a childhood passion, which was for ironing. Even at that time, I did not know that my father would ever want to delve into laundry or dry cleaning, and neither did I know that my grandfather, who was his father, was an European taught Alagbafo when they were building the railroad. So my grandfather was a washerman. My father, though a chartered accountant, when he was trying to retire, he was looking at some businesses he could do, decided to set up a very professional laundromat. And from that laundromat, maybe from that laundromat, it metamorphosized into a full-fledged dry cleaning business. I loved ironing as a young boy. And at the time my father was starting the laundromat, I left secondary school, FGC Maiduguri, in 1988, but I didn't get an admission until 1994. So I wrote JAMB about 6 times. But along those lines, I got saved. I came to Christ. And from there, I started praying. And it was during those years, fortunately, unfortunately, that my father set up the laundry. I eventually gained admission after the laundry was up and doing, and I was so much engrossed. I loved ironing. Now I'm seeing bigger, better iron. So if I just threw myself completely into it. But at the time I finished from the university, then I also I'd also matured a little bit more in the faith. And I said, any step you want to take, you must pray. And I thank God that I prayed, and very, very definitely convinced that God said, go into dry cleaning. And everything just started coming together. Now, I've been in dry cleaning for the past 33 years. I don't really know how to do anything more. This is what I love. This is the passion. I believe I was made for this industry, and I'm so fulfilled and so blessed. Okay, so what would be that one word? I'm sorry I had to go down this memory lane and to share this, to make it really practical, and so that somebody can. So it's everybody must find who they are. You must be able to identify who you are in God's plan for you. What strengths has He loaded you with? What opportunities come naturally to you? Even though I loved ironing and my father did laundry and dry cleaning, I still prayed before I got God's go ahead, and I've seen Him all the way. Twinbase is 20 years old in 2025, and you cannot imagine my general manager was sitting in front of me this evening, and she says, we have to celebrate that 20th year. I said, the celebration is starting from January, because God had been completely magnanimous. Okay, so one word is, you must just commit your will to the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He will guide your path. That is what has worked for me, and that's the only thing I can share with anybody.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. And I'm happy. It's rare to see people who are convinced that it is God. Yes, we acknowledge God. Sometimes we claim it's the universe, but it's rare to see people who acknowledge it is God and they are not ashamed that it is God. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for waiting, even though we got delayed. And God bless you. No questions for you. And if anybody has any question later on, I'm going to copy it and forward it to you and answer the question. Thank you for taking the time. All the best. Please, can we give Mr. IBK a round of applause?
Thank you so much, everybody. It's a privilege. Thank you. Bless you. Well done, Tosin. God bless you.
All right. All the best, sir. Okay. So the next speaker is Madam Stella. Wonderful young lady, energetic young lady, inspiring young lady. Of course, she's married. So please, when I'm saying young lady, it's not because she's available. She's married. So please, I beg. But amazing lady, if you want to register your company, this is the person to go to. If you want to if you want to run anything, registration, you want to do copyright, you want to do trademark, you want to do returns, Stella is your person. So, and more than that, she also has another business, and that is the business of guiding you to get money. So when I say guiding you to get money, that is the business of teaching you how to get grants. So her nickname, her popular name is the Biz Grant Boss. I'm going to drop that in the window, the Biz Grants Boss. So she has a full program. She has a full program where she trains people on how to get grants. She has a community of over 2,000 people on Telegram where they talk about grants. And she has a course that runs about 3 or 4 times a year where she teaches people how to get grants. The link to that course is going to be in the event store, whereby you can go and pick the link there and subscribe to her course. Her course gets expensive and the price goes down. So if you see it at a cheap price now, I would say you should go for it and get it. Because at some point, I remember when I wanted to take the course at some point, it was really, really, really very expensive. I was begging her, she was just saying no, no. Even when the course was going to start next week, I was saying, Madam Alpha, she said no. So if you see the course and it's cheap in the store, please make sure you get it. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to leave the screen for her, and Stella, over to you. You can introduce yourself much better than I've done, but I think I've done good justice. But if you feel I've not done enough, feel free. I call her Mommy Ikorodu because her office is based in Ikorodu, and happy to have you here, Stella. How are you today, and how has your day been?
Thank you, Tosin. Good evening. My day has been amazing. I spent my day watching the movie and just resting.
Okay, good. So you've closed for the year, literally.
Yeah, so we are just planning for next year.
Beautiful. I like you can see that the kind of people I move with, they're already planning for next year. So 2025 planning starts in 2024, not in 2025. So 2025 planning starts in 2024. If you did not plan for 2024 in 2023, now you have the opportunity to make amends. Okay, over to you, madam. All the best.
Thank you so much, Tosin, for the amazing opportunity to be here tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? So let me go on and share my slides immediately. Okay. Stay here. I want to share my slides. Okay, I don't know, Tosin, did you give me permission to share my slides? I think I'm struggling. Let me stop it and share.
Yes, you have permission. If you have more than one screen, then I think you were sharing the wrong screen.
Okay, so let me try it again then. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, but we can see the Windows Explorer.
Okay, so let me take it out.
Do you have two screens?
No, just one.
Okay.
Can you still see my screen?
Yes, maybe you want to go into the folder to open it instead of from this quick access point.
Okay. How about now?
We can still see your screen, but Windows Explorer.
Okay. Let me unshare. I don't know what settings it is that I'm on here. Let me unshare. What I'm seeing on the screen is you on the screen.
Me.
Your background profile picture.
Okay.
Is what is showing here.
No, you can share. Everybody has shared. You can share your screen.
Okay, this is what is here. Well, so we don't want to go about screen
Perfect.
showing, screen not showing.
Perfect.
So good evening, everyone. Once again, welcome to this masterclass. So I'll be teaching you on smart moves that you can use to access free money and tools to grow your business in year 2025. As the convener of this amazing event has introduced me, my name is Stella Adebayo Matthew. I'm the founder and lead instructor at East Grant Academy. So, interestingly, if you stay to the end of this class, I have a bonus gift for you. The bonus gift is free. right? Either you buy my program or not, I have a bonus gift for you, provided you stay to the end of the class. So quickly, I know Tosi has introduced me, and I told you already that I'm the lead instructor of Peace Grant Academy. Peace Grant Academy is a financial literacy school for African entrepreneurs. And we've trained over 2,000 African entrepreneurs, meaning that over 2,000 business people in Nigeria, Ghana have bought our training programs, and they've been able to access over 800 million naira in free funding and resources for their business. And I, the lead instructor, I'm an 11-time grant winner. Some of the grants I've won include the popular Tony Elimelu Foundation grant, Quick Teller Business, Zoe. Zoe is a global software company, right? They provide tools for over 100 million businesses across the world. So I won grants from them. I also won from Platform Capital, OCN Orange Corners by Government of Netherlands, the Bioda and Ebike Foundation grant for equipment, Tamford grant, Cash grant, Flourish Africa grant, and etc. A 3-time panel of judges of African Business Heroes. That's the ABH. I was a jury in 2022, 2023, and this year, 2024. For every year that I judged, I was invited to come again to do the same thing, So African Business Hero gives $1.5 million grant to 10 African entrepreneurs every year. I'm a wife and a mom of a beautiful 6-year-old girl. Some of the awards I've gotten is the NBC Nigeria Branch Chief Business Growth Award in 2024. I was also nominated as Top 100 Women in Business by Bumper. I've been featured on media, Guardian, TVC, as you can see on your screen. So quickly, okay, so these are just testimonials of those that have won grants, some of my mentees that have won grants in the past. You can see Chioma here, she's a multi-grant winner. She won 2.5 million here, she won 15 million here. She has also won several other grants. So why am I showing you this? Just to prepare your mind, right? And I also want you to look at it again, that regardless of, let me use my hand there, regardless of your gender, you can see on the screen clearly, we have both male and female business owners who have won grants. So grant is not restricted to only the female business owners. So a quick check-in, and I want you to respond in the comment section, right? Where are you currently in your grant winning journey? So wherever you are, whether you're number 1, 2, 3, or 7, just tell me in the chat box. I'll be reading. The class is going to be really engaging. So if you've ever applied for a grant this year, 2024 or before, go ahead and type in number 1. If you've been awarded a grant before, type in number 2. If you've ever faced rejection in grant application, that you've applied, you got a no, or you don't even know where to find grant opportunities, that's your number 4. Or you don't have a business yet, number 5. You don't even know what a grant is, or you want to learn how to make money as a grant writer, go on and tell me in the comment section, and I will be reading. Okay, so I can see Blessing is number 4, Said number 5. I can see Blessing and Said, Titi Lion number 7. So let me look at it again. Blessing, I don't know where to find grant. Said, I don't have a business yet. Number 7, I don't know what I want to make money as a grant writer. That's Abiola. Gideon number 5. I don't have a business yet. Okay. Precious number 5. I don't know where to find. I don't have a business yet. Okay. Judah Adewusi number 7. I want to make money as a grant writer. Owosheni Ruth, you face rejection. Ademi Bolanle number 7. I want to learn and make money as a grant writer. Otusomi, the same thing, number 7. Fantastic. So interestingly, whatever level that you are, whether you are number 3, number 4, you've got a lot of number 7 and number 5. You don't have a business yet, but you plan to have a business, right? Grants are available. Whether you want to, for those who want to learn and make money as a grant writer, I will also share in this masterclass. A few things to note: grants, free money, free resources is not a get-rich-quick scheme or MMM, or where you do nothing and free funding and resources fall on your lap. The secret I'm going to share with you takes strategic, smart effort. And for you to access free funding and resources, your business idea must be solving a problem or meeting a need, because money responds to value. So whether you want to learn it as a skill, you must learn it as a skill, and then you use that skill becomes the value that you give in exchange for the money that you get from those you are providing the service from. For you to wake up to daily bank alert as a grant writer, for you to earn $100 per hour, $200 per hour for writing business plan, review business plan, for business owners. Currently in Nigeria, there are over 60 million MSMEs in Nigeria, and globally, businesses are bettered every 3 minutes. 300 businesses are bettered every 3 minutes. For you to wake up to bank alert, for them to pay you, you have to have value, right? So money responds to value, right? Please take note of that. And you see, for me, Kofi read my profile, I also shared the same thing. It wasn't always like this. I didn't start like this. You may look at it like, oh, she's one big financial something. So interestingly, I need to give you a quick back about me. This was me as far back as December 2018. Okay, so the picture was in 2019, but I remember in 2018, I was my first Christmas as a school owner. I used to run a school, a nursery, primary, and secondary school, a low-income school. Let me put it that way. I couldn't pay my staff salary. So if you're here as a business owner, maybe you found yourself owing your staff salaries, you couldn't do what you wanted to do in your business, you didn't get equipment and all. I used to be there because I lacked the knowledge. Parents took advantage of me, like they emotionally blackmailed me, right? They were owing school fees, and also I was going through a lot, right? And I couldn't even host a Christmas event for my students. And then I came across an old schoolmate who held a checkboard, real name Aisha Alaya, on Facebook. I saw she held a 100,000 naira checkboard grant she had just won, and I went on Google to research who are these people giving grants, who are they, why do they want to give me money, are they my family members? And then I realized that they were supporting SMEs. Their CSR project is tailored at supporting SMEs with funding. So that December, I applied for the grant. I didn't get it. I cleaned my eyes, and fortunately, the grant was given every month at the time. So the person I saw won the grant, won 100,000. There were two categories: 100,000 naira and 250,000 naira, which was like $1 million to me then, right? So January again, I reapplied, and when I reapplied, fortunately, I got in. Now I want to talk about integrity, right? Because when it was the criteria was when they selected the finalists, like the 6 finalists for each category, 250K. I was under the 250 because I went for the highest by the platform, which is 250K, and then there was the 100K. So on the voting day, they asked us to get people to vote for us on the platform, and people were opening fake emails. They were voting. I just had a few friends. Some of my friends did me like, it's not you. Just like some of you may have tried something, or you want to try something. You have people in your circle who discourage you, right? But I would say discouraging words. I'll put it that way. But I damned everything that is said. Like, after all, it's free. I'm not paying anybody for anything. So I got my friends to vote for me, and by the evening of that day, I saw the other participants. Who is there? Can you mute your mic? I saw the other participants. They were having 300 votes, 200. So I already gave up that. I wasn't going to win it for that January. So I was going to reapply again. So why am I sharing this? Real failure is staying on the ground. But when you fail and you get up, that is success, right? So I said I was going to reapply in February, and the following day they announced the winners. And then somehow, I don't know what happened, they did their research. They realized that those that they had announced would open fake emails to vote, and they notified their votes. And then on a Sunday, I came back from church. I just opened my email and I saw they announced me. I saw a congratulations message, and I was announced as a winner of the 250,000 naira, which was given to me then I was living with my mom on the 7th of February 2019, and that was the light bulb. Then I used the money to get a few equipment that I need for my school at the time. And then I realized that a lot of other businesses didn't know about this, even though they did to register their business and all of those things. And then that was how the journey started. I bought books, invested in trainings. Then I got into access pitching tone. I was one of the top 50 winners, which I didn't even put on my profile because there's a lot that can be on that one page. So if you've ever been doubting yourself that you cannot succeed in growing your business, I want you to put those fears and doubts to rest. So here's what we're going to cover in the next couple of minutes. What are grants, right? Who are the sponsors? What categories? What are the benefits and the rewards, right? And then secret number 1, I'll be sharing 3 secrets with you. Grant identifiers. How do you consistently identify grant opportunities for your kind of business? Grant application magnet. How do you stand out in the sea of businesses that apply for grants and get selected? Because there are other people who are also applying for grants, right? And then secret number 3, how do you present a winning pitch or proposal with confidence, even if you're an introvert? But the truth is, you cannot be broke and be an introvert, right? You cannot be broke and be an introvert. So if you're here, you're broke, you are looking for money to grow your business, to boost your idea, and you are saying you are shy, well, I'm going to tell you how not to be shy as we journey, right? So what are grants? Quickly. Grant is anything, or a grant is anything that is given to you that you are not required to pay back. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of my slide. Just take a screenshot if you want, right? But I will advise you so that you can go back and revisit what I'm sharing with you. Is anything given to you that you're not required to pay back, right? It may be money, whatever it is, money, resources, tools, visibility, whatever. You're not required to pay back this fee, and grants are available locally and globally. So it depends on what level you want to play. You want to play locally, you want to go globally, you want to play globally, fine. So I told you I'll talk to you about the sponsors of grants. Who are those people that give grants? Grants are sponsored by individuals, philanthropies, multinationals, global brands and organizations. Who CSR, that's corporate social responsibility, their way of giving back to the society right? They want to give back to the communities or the countries where their businesses have succeeded, where their businesses have made money, and they want to give back. So it's part of their project. Some organizations, their CSR project is targeted at orphanages. Some are targeted at supporting business owners, because they know when they support you, one-man business, your business, even though you cannot see, they know that your business has the capacity to create employment. Your business has the capacity to provide 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your business has the capacity to duplicate locations and create employment for the young people. Currently, Nigerian universities churns out over 500,000 graduates every year. Nigerian public universities, let me be specific. I didn't even add the private universities or those that are even coming in out of the country to do their NYSC. But Nigerian public university churns out over 500,000 graduates every year. And who is going to create employment for them? They know that they cannot go to them one by one, but they can't come to you because you have an amazing idea, small business that unfortunately you have all the operations of your business is centered around you from A to Z, right? Only you doing marketing, only you doing flyer, only you doing sponsor that, only you doing operations, only you doing delivery, because you feel like it's small, you cannot employ. But I put it to you, even out in that lack, you hire somebody because your business has a capacity, and the funders, they've seen, because some of them started their businesses like that, and they know that your business can create employment. So that is why we know that when they sponsor you with funds, with resources, with tools, with equipment, you can grow and create employment, and the economy of the country or the community would grow, right? So what are the categories of grants? How do you find grants that are related to your industry? So grants, like I said, there are grants for profit, there are grants for non-profit, there are grants for social enterprises. So grants for profit, that's businesses that make profit. They are not NGOs or charity organizations. Some organizations give grants for non-profit, but our focus in this class is for profit and social enterprise. Those social enterprise, maybe you're in education, you're doing something amazing, or you are in the agri space, you're doing something amazing, working with informal sector, who are your workers or who are your buyers or your off-takers or whatever, you have it on your business value chain, right? They provide grants for you. Now, grants there are business industry specific grants and there are general business grants, right? What do I mean by these? Business industry specific grants are grants that are given to specific industries. Like some organizations can say, we are only giving grants to those in the education industry, those in the edtech space, like the MasterCard $100,000 grant, which the application is currently open till January 31st, right? They are supporting those in the education technologies. When I say edtech, it doesn't mean that you are the one that builds the tech, but somehow maybe you're doing a training, you're doing a WhatsApp training, you're training people on Telegram, right? You're training, depending on the level that you're training children, maybe you're using AI to help them to improve their learning. Whatever it is that is in that edtech space, you can apply for that kind of grant because you are in that edtech space. Some organizations can say, we are only providing grants to those in the agri-food value chain. Agri-food value chain means even if let me say agri-food value chain, like, let me use a company that we all know, like Chowdeck. Yes, let me say Chowdeck. Chowdeck is a logistics company that is focused on delivering food. So Chowdeck is a delivery company, but look at their value chain is food. So if there's any grant that is in that space, and they want to, they can choose to apply for that grant. And then there are other grants that are for, they say this one is for those in the creative space. You are in the photography, you are in the arts, you are in the creative space. You are creating content, videography, photography, grants like that. There are some grants that are targeted at those in the fashion industry, those anything related to fashion, right? Sustainable fashion, right? Industry specific. And then there are general grants, regardless of your industry, regardless of what you're doing, provided your business is creating employment or has the capacity or is projecting to create employment, your business is sustainable, your business idea is sustainable, right? You can apply to them and stand a chance to get the grant. So that's general business grant. So now let's quickly move on to the rewards of business grant opportunity. What are the rewards? Like I told you, there's cash. Some organizations give you only money. Some give you money and data, right? To do your business online. Of course, your business has to be online because there are more customers online, right? You can reach people across the globe. Thank God for technology. Some organizations not only give you fund, they also provide you with advertisement, right? Like the ad credits. Meta and Google, they usually do this, right? They fund your business ad account, right, with funding, and then you can use to run your ads, target your potential customers. Some organizations like the Beyond and Foundation provide trainings, tools, equipment, right? Some organizations provide you with workspace. Some organizations provide you with mentoring training because they know that if you get the money and you lack the knowledge, you can blow up the money and still be back to square zero. So they provide you training first before they give you the fund, because when you have the knowledge, you know how to utilize the money well and move your business from ground 1 to 2, or from ground 0 to 1, or 1 to 2, or 2 to 3. Some organizations provide you with leadership trainings, fellowships, incubations, accelerators, right? Incubation is basically for businesses who are in the early stage, where accelerators are for businesses that are at the growth stage, right? So what are the benefits of grants for your business? Number one, it is free. There's no worry or stress of paying back. It comes with peace of mind. If you get a loan today, and I usually advise you, just starting your business, you don't have an excellent cash flow. I love the amazing speaker, Mr. Adebayo, who talk about cash flow. Cash flow is very important. It's the blood of the business. It's what keeps the business day-to-day activities running. So you get a loan, you don't have a good cash flow, and you put the money in the business and it goes south. You don't have knowledge on how to do marketing, and then you go ahead to print flyers. People will just squeeze it. You give people flyers, you just squeeze it and they trash it in the bin. At the end of the day, you do not get a result for it. There are ways you can distribute flyers in a material that people can easily, they will not discard. You can make your flyer as an fan. Yes, you can do something like that instead of paper that people trash, right? So you put it, and then let's say you run ads, you not do your ad targeting sales well, you don't even have the knowledge of how to go about that. I am expert to guide you. You don't know, but you just say that people are making money online. You need to put your money to run ads, put the loan money to run ads, and then the thing enter south. And then the banks, they are dragging you. When are you going to pay back? So you are going to deal with two things. You're going to deal with the fact that you lost the money, or you did a business deal that didn't go well. You're going to deal with the fact that you lost the money and you're going to pay back. Bank will give you timeline to pay back. He will pay back. But if it's grant, you're not going to pay back. The only thing you will deal with is how do you get out of the failure and the lessons you use it to do better in your business. So it is free. That's why it's even getting at, I usually love organizations that do not only give funding, because some organizations just say, oh, apply, submit your business plan, submit this, and then they'll select and then they'll pay the winners, right? No, I love those who provide knowledge, business training. They connect you, a young business person, a startup, with those who have succeeded in business, to come and share their success and their failures with you. So that you avoid those failures. Of course, as a business person, you are going to learn on the journey. However, you should not repeat the failure that somebody has shared with you. So the goal is to connect you with mentors, to train you, and at the end, they give you funds, then you're able to do your business better. And it's peace. It comes with peace of mind. No stress or worry of paying back, even if something goes wrong, or like you get a loan. Now, number two that I love the most is the waterfall effect. Means that once you've been at whatever branch, you are most likely to receive others. What do I mean? If organization A can trust your business, organization B, C, D, E, F, G, H, etc., can trust your business, right? So what do I mean? You got a grant from organization A, you did this, and then most of the time, like I would say 90% of the time, organizations that give grant, they ask, have you won a grant before? So if you ever won a grant before, they'll ask you how much, what did you do? So you tell them, oh, before my business was in A, I was the only one in my business, but after I got a grant from organization A, I was able to use the money to hire 2 people, I was able to delegate operations to them, then I was able to focus, to think of strategies, and we increase our business stream of income, we increase our customers from 100 to 200 within the space of a year. You can see I'm calling numbers, I'm being specific. So you are able to talk about those growth rate. Organization B can trust you. That is the waterfall effect. Go do your findings. I told you I'm an 11-time grant winner. Other people, my mentees, participants in my academy, this grant academy, who have won grants. That's the first, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh, or the eighth, or the ninth, or the 10th. Right? Of course, number 3, grants helps you to gain visibility, credibility. They help your brand work, your business to be noticed and trusted, because people do not know you. You are just online. You want a grant. Everybody wants to be associated with success. And of course, this brand will even celebrate you too. So your friends, people that do not know you, they start posting, reposting you, and then somebody who needs what you're selling, your product or your services, as a result of seeing you on that global organization or that big brand, they see, oh, this person, and then they come to you, they patronize you, because in a nutshell, the money that you're looking for is in the hands of strangers. Some of you cannot just be going to say, oh, my family patronize me, my family patronize you today, tomorrow. No, it is strangers that will patronize you every day, that will bring the cash flow, which is the blood line that your business needs to run consistently, sustainably every day. Sustainably, right? Because even as you're making money, how do you spend the money? How do you use the money well to ensure that the business continues to grow? It's very important, which is what you learn on the training, right? Number 4, it helps you to stay ahead of your competitors. You're able to enter new markets, and of course, you experience business growth. So this is one of my mentees. Her name is Matroy. She's a multi-grant winner. You can go check her on IG. Because of time, secret number 1, where and how to find grant opportunities for your business. Before I go, okay, so let me share this. So take a screenshot. Grants can be found on platforms like Opportunities for Africans. I discover opportunities and business communities like BizGrant, and you need to be aware of scam. Now, what makes BizGrant different from these other organizations? Opportunities for Africans, I discover opportunities, and some other business communities, they share grants, they share all types of grants, whether NGO, for profit, education grants, and about BizGrant. Our focus is on SMEs. Our focus is on nano, micro, small businesses in Nigeria and across Africa, right? So we share grants that are for profit and for social enterprise. Those are the grant opportunities, information about those grants that we share on our platform. So quickly, secret number 2, how do you stand out in the sea of businesses in your application process and get selected? For funding, you can see the pencils here, they are golden pencils, and there's the one red pencil is unique. So what makes your business unique? And how do you communicate that? How do you get past the grant application? Number 1, you must clearly define the problem that your business is solving and the solution that you're bringing on board. So you are not just going to say, oh, we are solving the problem of malnutrition in Nigeria, and our target customers are all Nigerians. That is big. You need to add numbers to it. You need to also back your claim, the problem claim, with a verifiable source. Verifiable source is not newspaper source, right? So there are tools online that you can use to get all the information that you need to define the problem that your business is solving and the solution that you are providing. And you must know your numbers when you start your business. What's your growth progression? How many customers do you start with? What is your profit margin? What product? Some of you are running your business with your personal account, so you don't even know whether your business is moving forward or it is moving backward. All of these things contribute to you not getting the grant if you've ever applied for a grant. And you must be specific with the use of funds. They say they want to give you 5 million, they want to give you 10 million, they want to give you $20,000. So you don't go there and say, oh, with the money we use it to grow our business, we invest in marketing, we invest in IRS. How many? You must be specific. 70% of the money will go into marketing, 20% will go into this, 10% will go into this. So you must be specific with the use of funds. So secret number 2, how do you present a winning grant pitch or proposal with confidence, even if you are an introvert? You need to know that presenting a compelling business idea that gets funded requires clarity, and that clarity comes from knowing the problem your business is solving, the solution you're providing, knowing your numbers. You can see I'm able to communicate with you in this class, free, like it's with a lot of clarity, with a lot of confidence and passion. You can feel it in what I'm teaching. So you should be able to pitch your business, right? With clarity, and clarity gives you confidence. When you're not clear on what you're doing, you start fidgeting, right? And that confidence, as you strip with confidence, the passion, you get to exude it. And then, yeah, I just wanted to show you some grant winners. This year, somebody won 25 million from Zenith, OCN, like the Orange Finance Foundation. On this OCN grant, I told you I was one of the beneficiaries. Look at the winners. So it's both male and female, 40,000, 30,000, 25,000. So different. So regardless of your gender, provided you know all of this, right? And then things that can hinder you from getting your first or your next grant opportunity. You're not following instructions. They say, oh, application opens and closes 11:59 p.m. You now submit your own prayer. You've already shot your 7 minutes. Not filling your details correctly. So for the TEF in partnership with Barrier Grant, so I saw the WhatsApp group. They said, oh, support qualified, but however, they cannot move on because the phone number, the emails they filled in the application was wrong, so they could not reach and start to move on to the next people that qualified. So if you don't fill your details correctly because you are too overexcited, you need to calm down, right? And of course, you need to check your emails. Let's say they selected you and they asked you to submit your business registration document, move on to the next stage, and you are just checking your email 2 weeks after. No, you need to change. Try to check your email at least 2 times a day, and not being specific with the use of funds and resources. Of course, there's 5 to 10, which time will not avail me to share, but I want to play active role in your result if you will permit me. So how would you like to work with me? Where I get to teach you everything about grant winning and how you can start and grow your business from. How you can start from scratch and get your first grant worth 500,000 naira, 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 5K, 20K, 100K USD in year 2025. Let me go to the comment section to see your response. If you don't respond, we are done with the class. Let me see the comment. How would you like to work with me? Tosi said I have a program, so I know the other speaker is coming up. But let me know. Tell me in the comment section. Okay. What do you say?
Take your time.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. So let me see your response in the comment section. With all I've shared with you, secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3. Go on and give me your feedback so we can proceed. And by the way, I'm not seeing you people on the screen. You know, there's something about learning and sharing your screen. When you're learning and you're sharing your screen, it shows that you are more into the class. I understand that some of you are, maybe you're just closing from work or you're way to work, but if you are at home, you should turn on your screen. Yeah. It helps you to learn more and be better. Okay, so I'm reading. Let me see. Do we have comments? Okay. Yeah, and all these 100K, 20K grants are international grants from global organizations. So it depends. If you want to pay on 500,000 level, you want to pay on 50,000 level, you want to pay on 1 million level. Depends on the level that you want to pay. Okay, so participants are not responding. So I think that will be all from here. If I don't see comments, we are done with the class.
Okay, please, are you there? She's asking you how much do you think you want to earn if you want her. So she's an expert. Maybe you don't understand the question. She's saying that she's an expert and she's ready to help you. And I promise you, if you remember what Coach Tobore said, that for you to be comfortable in Nigeria, you need to be earning like 800K, if you remember. So this is a serious matter here. Now she's saying if you have a business, she can show you and guide you how to make this money. She's not asking you if it is do you want to win lottery or do you want to win Bet Niger? She's saying, how can I guide you? Are you ready to make this kind of money in terms of grants, free money for your business? I know somebody, one of a mutual friend that we both know, who won $100,000 for her business and $20,000. So she won a total of $120,000 this year for her business. Let me tell you the implication
Actually,
of
125,000.
125. Thank
So
you.
please, I'm seeing some people putting 150K. I want to believe that that is $150,000, and 5,000. I want to assume that's $5,000. That's US dollars, right? 50K USD to get a drilling rig for my ball drilling rig business. Okay.
That's good. So what we are saying
Okay.
here is, if you have this 50K, 100K times $1,000 today is 1,500 times 150, and that's about, help my maths. I think that
Dollar
would
to
be,
Naira is around 1,700. So if
so
you
that's
want
about
$5,000,
170 million.
yeah.
So 170 million or some, or 100, whatever that is. So 100. So we are saying somebody can give you that free money to run your business, which means you are running your business with other people's money. So if you want to do
Absolutely.
adverts, if you want to do anything for your business, there's free money that you are giving, and they're not coming to say, are you sure you're spending this money well? How much did you spend? Come and tell me how you spent it. No. They are supporting you, mentoring you, and all that. That's what we're talking about here. Over to you, Stella.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for providing clarity to the participants. So I'm seeing 100 USD. Are you sure you're seeing 100, or you mean 100,000 USD, Grace? Okay, so whatever it is, let me show you the numbers, because it's all about the numbers. And in business, you go with the numbers. You follow the money, right? So I'm going to give you the breakdown. So let me quickly introduce you to my program, the Grant Winning Blueprint, right? It has helped me and other businesses over 800,000 Naira, right? A free funding that helps skyrocket our business and personal income. And a quick note, the blueprint is not for you if you're lazy, if you like to do prayer and fasting but won't take action, because the Bible says prayer without works is dead. So if you like to stay in the church, fast and pray morning to night, and you not take action, the blueprint is not for you. The blueprint is not for people that are satisfied with being broke. But if you are the opposite of everything that I've said here, I want to tell you that the blueprint is for you. So when you get in the blueprint, you get access to my Viva formula. Viva formula, you get access to mindset shift, because your mindset plays a key role in accessing whatever funding that you need. How do you position your business for winning grants? Of course, you need to have your internal business plan, which you will use to create your grant winning business plan. So you learn how to create your internal business plan, which are going to use to run your business. You learn how to create your structure. You learn how to build active social media recognition. Some of these global grant organizations, they will not come to Nigeria or your company or the country where your business is domiciled. They just need to see a proof on social media that your business is alive, your business is active, your business is running. Then that is worth $60. I'm going to be using dollars, right? Because that is what I love to use, right? So, but I just have to do the Naira equation for you here. So for those that want to know the Naira equivalent, of course, you get more lessons on business grants and their rewards, right? And in Module 3, you're going to learn about documents that you need for grant, which is worth $15. And then Module 4, Introduction to Grant Winning Business Plan. How do you create your grant winning business plan? How many pages should it be? What should be the details inside? How do you pitch your business? How do you put your pitch deck together? For those who don't know what a pitch deck is an infographic summary of your business plan. So after you've created your grant winning business plan, you now create your pitch deck, right? How do you create your pitch deck? Step-by-step practical slides. How do you prepare for virtual pitch? And how do you prepare for physical pitch? This entire module is worth $240. And then Module 5, how do you shoot your shot and win the grant? And where do you find grant opportunities? I shared a few with you here. You learn more in Module 5 in the blueprint, which is worth $30. And of course, Module 6, what next after winning grants is interesting, is exciting to win the grant. You know, sometimes when you win a grant, family members come and meet you, come and share the money. No, the money is for your business. The money is not for you to take to your pastor or to take to your church to go and sow seed in your church or your mosque. The money is for your business. When you make profit, you pay yourself well as a CEO, then you can. If I carry all your salary and give it as tithe, carry your salary and sow it as seed, or give it to your pastor, whatever it is that you want to do, you can share with your family members if you want. But the grant money is for the business, it's not the money that you share with family members. Of course, after winning the grant, you're excited. Sometimes you realize that when you apply for the grant, let's say you apply for the grant in January, and then by 6 months that the money came to you, you realize that inflation has happened, the cost of products has increased. So what do you do to ensure that you still utilize the money well, as shared in the Module 6 of the blueprint, which is worth Okay, 150,000. I didn't put the dollar version up there. And for those who want to learn how to write grants and be expert grant writers, for those of you that choose number 7, you will learn, right, my secret strategy on how to make money consistently as an expert grant writer. You will learn essential grant writing skills, analysis of businesses that need grants, where to find them, how to attract them, how to get them to pay you, how to give them value. Remember, I said money responds to value, right? And what type of products and services to offer them. How do you build your personal brand as an expert grant writer? And of course, at the end, you get a certificate that certifies you that you are now that you completed the program and you can write grants, right? So irrespective of regardless of where you are. So let's look at Barrister Kelly, right? So you can even add it as your stream of income, right? Regardless of whatever business that you're doing. Extra 50,000, extra 100,000, extra 200,000, you can buy fuel in your car, can buy food, can buy your airtime, right? This is just one. Barrister Kemi, after she joined the Blueprint, one of our clients requested for a business plan, and this was what she said. She said, my name is Kemi Sarah. This was a review she dropped for us on Google, so you can still find it on Google. Just want to specially thank this grant boss for the impact of GWB, the grant winning Blueprint. I bought the course last year, but finished the curriculum early this year. It's a 6-week course, right? 6 weeks. Just last week, the client approached me if I could draft a business plan for him. I charged 50K because I was not sure if I wanted to take the job. Or the client paid. I submitted a work on Monday and it was wowed by the business plan I did. Now I can boldly add drafting of business plan to my services. So now let's work the numbers, right? Assuming that Barrister Kemi writes 25 business plans in 2025 and she charges 50,000 naira. 50,000 times 25, that's 1,250,000 naira, right? Good. Now, if she writes 300 business plan in year 2025, that's 15 million naira from side hustle. Remember, she's a lawyer, so this is just a side hustle, right? Now, if she's going to do a pitch deck for each client, let's say she charges 100,000 for one pitch deck. She does 25 pitch decks, that's 2.5 million naira, right? Now, I'm doing all of this breakdown in Naira because of our testimonial, right? And then she does 300 business plans, right? That's she does 300 pitch decks, that's 30 million naira. Yes, that's 30 million naira. Let's move on to the next one. Now, road to 20 million naira, road to $20,000 with $100,000 grant in 1 year. Now, meet one of our participants in the Blueprint. She got $5,000 for our property declutter business, right? She said in her testimonial, she shared in the Bismarck inner circle, she said, this is a dream, somebody should wake me up. You know, when I started the week, when I said you'd be excited, of course, because it's free money, right? She won $5,000. So one grant organization can give you $5,000. 4 grant organizations times $5,000, that's $20,000. One grant organization like MasterCard or African Business Services can give you $100,000. One grant organization can give you 20 million naira. But speaking in naira now, 5 grant organizations times 4 million naira each, that's 20 million naira. 10 can give you 2 million naira each, that's 20 million naira. So while you are waiting for 20 million naira to come, they are waiting for 100 million naira to come. Start applying for as many grants as possible. Of course, using the knowledge in the Blueprint. Don't just go there. Don't just go there as a novice. Don't go there and just try your luck. It's not a try your luck or MMM. You need to go with knowledge on how to do what you need to do rightly, putting the right documents together, communicating the language that they understand so you can get the grant. So all the modules, right, from module 1 to module 7 of the Blueprint, the total is $600, right? Everything is $600. Like I said, the grant winning Blueprint is for you if you're serious and ready to change your life, reject poverty, renounce poverty in all ramifications, and make firm decisions to use grant opportunities as a ladder to climb up, right? And how much do you think I should charge you for all of this, right? Because if you invested your time with me and you've proven that you really want to get results, I'm making a special offer just for this masterclass. So you will not be paying $600 for the Blueprint, right? But before I show you how much I'm giving it to you as how much I'm giving it to you because you're in this masterclass, you're in this session, tell me in the comment section how much you think I should charge you. Looking at the value I've given you in the free, how much do you think I should charge you in the program? So I'm reading your comments. So how much should I charge you for the blueprint? I'm reading. If you don't respond, we are not going. And when the next speaker comes, we close the session. Yeah. Okay, Oluwatobi says $100. Okay. The entire value of the blueprint is $600. Toby is not the only one here. Okay, Mr. Tosi said $75. Okay, Rosalie says 150,000 naira. Please help me to put the value in dollars, not naira. Thank you. So 150,000 naira divided by, that should be about, that's over $100. Let's just say that should be like $120 or $130. Rosalie. Okay, let's see more comments. Let's see more comments. When the next speaker comes in and we don't speak, we end the session. The program is for you. However, because Tosin has spoken, Toby has spoken, Roslyn has spoken, we need more people to speak up. Okay, 150K. 150K is above $100. Let's see. Let's see. How much is $1 today on Bamboo? Let's see dollar to naira today. The dollar to naira today is 1667, not 17. Just check Bamboo's exchange rate today. It's 1,667 to $1. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So, like I said, you won't be paying $600, right? You sign up now, you get access to the program, right? And you only be paying. This is what the dashboard of our LMS, like the learning portal, the platform where the course is hosted, right? So, and that's not all. You also be getting 13 business plan and pitch deck templates and samples. You get a free AI tool to use to craft and answer your grant application questions tailored to your own business, not copy and paste, not plagiarism, not, oh, AI gives this one. AI is also giving, you have a way, in the program, you learn how to use AI as if you're having a conversation with someone. And this one alone is a bonus, is worth $120, and you get access to grant alert and this grant alert channel where we share grant opportunities, which is worth $150. That's $270 bonus. So as a result for staying this far, as a result of being in this masterclass, instead of paying $600, you're only paying $60. And this offer ends as my session in this class ends. So you're paying just $60. You can use the link in the chat box, or just take your phone and scan the barcode to take you directly to the seller platform where you can pay the equivalent of $60 to get access to the blueprint and the bonuses. Yeah. Satoshi, please, can you help us with the link? So those want to take advantage and get on board the program, they can. However,
the link is actually correct.
Yes, the link. Let me see if I can get it. I'm trying to.
I'm almost there.
Okay. Let me move this. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I think I have it.
Yeah, I'm dropping it
But you
now.
can, okay, great. Okay. Okay. I converted the link to Bitly. So for those who scan directly, to take them to the payment page on seller. And however, if you can just drop, let me see. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. So while the link is up, if you have questions, please go ahead and ask the questions.
Hey, thank you so much, madam. Can I make a request, please?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Since the event ends tomorrow, can we extend till tomorrow, just tomorrow evening, please?
What a request. Okay. Okay.
Thank you
Because
very
of
much.
you, we'll leave it till tomorrow.
Thank
So
you
if
very
you
much.
have questions for me, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. If you want to come on to speak, Mr. Tosi will guide how you can unmute yourself to ask your questions.
Okay,
And I
so
also have a Q&A on my slides. Let me come back to my screen. Okay. Seems like okay. 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 What can you see on my screen? Is this seller?
no, it's still
Okay.
the PDF.
Okay, the scan. So if you scan it, you just take it directly to the seller page so you can pay. Right. So these are just pictures of testimonials of those that have won grants. So this Acts of Jerry, let me even tell you a quick story about him. He's an artist, he makes art frames and all, and his family members have been telling him, what are you doing with your life? Go and find a job. This artwork that you're doing cannot pay you. It's a useless thing to do. So they have always been discouraging him, and then somehow he came across this Grant Academy online. He joined the free class, he joined the program, the blueprint, he went through it, and he implemented, and he got a 2 million naira grant and a national award, from the federal government of Nigeria. Some of you have been saying, well, what is Nigerian government doing for me? Government this, government that. Government is giving grants, they are giving funding, they are giving resources, they are giving visibility. You are there complaining every day. What is Nigerian government doing? Sapa everywhere. If you are speaking Sapa everywhere, Sapa will come to you. So it depends on what you decide to do, regardless of what is happening in the economy. How can you see the opportunities when you are speaking negativity? So I want to encourage you to start speaking positive into your life. So, of course, he was invited to Abuja, fully sponsored by the Nigerian government. Flight, accommodation, everything. Soft life. He had his brother in Abuja, and I invited his brother to come for his for the award interview. This is brother with him on black. This is Jerry himself with the award. Like his brother was like, my brother, so this artwork I've carried on enter Aso Rock. Me, I've not entered Aso Rock before. So look at it. So you just have to just stay there. People will you. People should that are close to you that will be saying things about what you're doing. But when God brings people like Stella to you, when God brings people like this Grant Academy to you, you need to jump and you need to grab the opportunity. And the next person is this lady here, Jock Snail. She's building the largest calcium up. She's a snail farmer. She sells snail. She came across this grant. She learned about grant opportunities. She applied for some. She lost. She applied for some. She won. Yes. And of course, she's building her property now, calcium up, using grant money and bootstrapping that she's doing with her business. And this was me when I won the share of 200 million naira from Flourish Africa, right? So it depends on where you want to play, what you're seeing yourself doing, the business in your hand. Because I know any idea works, provided that idea provides value create value, meet needs, solve people's problems. It's about you tweaking it and communicating that idea in the language that the people that want to support you with funds and resources can understand. You need to speak in the language and understand, which is what you're going to learn in the blueprint, right? So right now you have two choices. So let me see if you have questions. Can we see the link? Yes, the link is in the chat box. The link is in the chat box. So right now you have two choices. You can take all the information I've shared with you in the last 60 minutes and go implement, which is free, 100% risk-free. But note, it took me 5 years plus. So I've compiled everything to make your own journey easier. You don't have to go through all of the stress, the troubles, and everything that I went through trying to figure out. I've compiled everything together, and it just is about me. The thing is, when something works, other people can replicate it and use it, and it will work for them, which I've shared with you a couple of testimonials. If you want to learn, see more testimonials, check the link that was shared. See more testimonials. Check Biz Grant Academy on Instagram. Check me, Seladibayo Matthew on Instagram. You see more testimonials. It took me 5 years plus to figure this out, this blueprint. So if you're ready to position your business to attack funding opportunities, build your dream business, become the best version of you, and you're already imagining what life would be like when you have extra time to think well as a CEO, you have more energy, you have more money, you have peace of mind, you're good. So you can make a very different decision and take a bet on yourself today and invest in yourself. $60 into yourself for 2025 is not a big deal. You are investing in you for your future. So you can sign up and learn what 90% of business owners and others in Nigeria do not know. And use it to blow up, grow, and scale your personal finance or your business. Yes, I said destinies are tied to your right hand. I told you your business, that you are feeling that this business cannot employ anybody. So you decide to kill yourself by doing everything. That way you are too tired because you cannot even think of strategies to grow. Thinking of strategies to grow your business, how to sit down and write a corporate grant application requires you at your strongest point, because you cannot give your your dream your weakest strength or a weak strength. You have to give it your best strength, right? And destinies are tied to your writing. When you don't grow, when you don't learn all these things, how will you create employment? How will other people work for you? How will you delegate to them? These are the things, right? So the offer is still on for $60. So I have some FAQ that some of you may want to ask. So let me share some of the ones I have. Where will the GWB, the grant winning blueprint, take place? Online. Everything is online. Once you sign up, you get your how do you access it and all the bonuses online? Does the business plan cover business rules and financials? Absolutely. I don't have a shop, I work from home, can I get grants? Yes, provided you have a clean space, internet, you can put your business online on your shop, or you're working from home. It's absolutely fine. Nobody says you can rent shop when your business cannot rent shop. The other speaker and Sadibayo talked about looking at the capacity that you have now and working with what you have to move to the next level. So next question, how long do you have access to the course? 1 year. What are you doing for 1 year that you do not go? It's just a 6-week program and it's for 2025. So while other people are still doing that in December, you can register for the program, take the program now and prepare yourself well and be well prepared for 2025 and start applying for grants. Our grants for product-based businesses only, of course, I've showed you this grant is a service-based business grant. I've showed you testimonials of people who are in different businesses and they've gotten grants. So whether you're product-based, service-based, regardless, because any idea works, provided the idea is solving a problem, meeting a need, or addressing a want. Does it come with an age limit? There are grant organizations that say you must be between 18 and 35, others regardless of your age. Interestingly, the person that Mr. Tosi talked about that we both know that got $125,000 grant, she's above 45 or so. Yeah.
She's 44.
Cover structure for small businesses, yes, using the VBA formula. How long do you have access to? Of course, for joining the these grants, the grant winning blueprint, you also have access to our marketplace where you can talk about your products and services, and other businesses on the platform can patronize you. Will your business idea be considered? Any idea can work. Can you be an affiliate for the program? Yes, I can. However, for you to be an affiliate, you have to join the program because you cannot sell what you've not experienced. You need to experience it so that to help you better when you want to sell to your to the people that you want to sell it to. Will you pay again for my mentorship? No. You have access to my inner circle. Yes, free of charge. My inner circle is where you have the over 2,000 business owners. Everybody shares. You ask questions, get responses. It's just a community of businesses of like minds. It's a positive community that you need to be in, so that when people in your circle around you, your family members are discouraging you, just come there to get the energy, to get revived, to get vibes, to get the strength, reading other people's testimonials, asking questions, engaging, networking, communicating to move on in your business. So that is that. I know I promised that I was going to give you a free gift, but before I share that, you might be thinking $60 is expensive. $60 is too expensive to invest in yourself. I don't know what to tell you again. But if that is your reason, I don't know how else I can help you. Mr. Tosin has tried to bring me here. It took him a lot to bring me here. You guys will appreciate him. It took him a lot to bring me here. So I appreciate Mr. Tosin so well. I appreciate him. Appreciate him. This is an investment and decision you need to make for yourself. When I invested, I paid millions to learn. Yes, I paid to learn. A lot of things I shared with you today. Things I shared with you today was not the things that I knew when I won my first grant in 2019, February. No. So imagine if you get 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, 50 million, 5K, 20K. For those of you that speak in Naira, I've spoken in Naira. For those of you that like to speak in dollars like me, 5K, 20K, 100K in your business account in the 2025, what difference will you make in your life and your business as a CEO? What difference? Just imagine it. Imagine if you're able to acquire that equipment. Imagine you're able to acquire that knowledge to hire rightly, to do what you need to do to help your business to grow, to build that your dream business. Imagine what difference it will make. So, the free gift is a grant application success checklist. So it's your step-by-step guide to winning grants. So you can scan the QR code to get the free checklist. So just scan it, scan the code to get the, okay, let me put this way. So that you can be able to, okay, yes. So yes, so let's put this way. So you can scan the QR code to get the checklist. I'll bring you back here, but let me say this as I wrap up the session. Remember, insufficient finance and knowledge makes it difficult to grow your business, live your dream life, pay your bills, employ competent staff, and it also puts your business day-to-day operations at a risk. I've put before you today, life, but I wish, I hope that thou wouldest choose life, that thou mayest live. I'm speaking in the King James Bible version for those that are Christians. So let me come back to the slides. I want to say thank you, Mr. Tosin, for everything you did to bring me here. Thank you for saying, Stella, you must come to this session. Thank you. And it was great being here, right? So, and for everyone that joined the program, I will see you in the academy. Thank you. God bless you. May your business prosper. I love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can we please appreciate her? And before, thank you. Can we just appreciate her very much? Thank you so much, Stella. I appreciate you. Don't take you for granted, and thank you for making it out of your out, even though it was a bit inconvenient for you. Thank you, everyone. And yes, I appreciate you. Please. So she's giving us an extension till tomorrow. So if you're interested in taking the course, please let's work hard to get it. I'll also send it to you by email later tonight or first thing tomorrow. If we are interested in taking her course, I will connect with the link and make sure we take it. Thank you very much, Stella. Very, very grateful. All right. Okay, so we have one more speaker tonight. But before we go to that speaker, a couple of you have asked if we have access to the replay, if we have access to what we have access to and everything. So I'm just going to share my screen very quickly. When you registered, we sent you a link to study what the course is about. So for joining this event, you are getting a lot of freebies. I am giving you a budget template that you can use. I'm giving you some calendar templates that you can use to plan your year. And if you're into business, I'll give you a social media calendar. Oh, sorry, you are not seeing my screen, are you? Let me know if you can see my screen now. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, I believe you can see my screen, so I'm going to keep talking. So this is what you get for joining the class tonight, right? Now, in addition to this, you've gotten a free document from Stella. In addition to that, you've also gotten a free document from Dr. Blessing. And but like I mentioned at the beginning of the class, you would have access to, if you want the full replay, the replay you're going to get is just going to be maybe for 24 hours. But if you want full access to the replay, to check it and to review it and to think about it again and again and again, that is going to cost you 15K. And then you get a free 45-minute call with me. And then you get a planning tool, more planning tools, like a revenue planner and things like that. If you want to join a group coaching class, like with Tobore or Stella or any of your coaches that will still speak, then you pay 49K. And then we'll make sure you get into the coaching session with other people so that you can learn from the speaker and from the teacher or from the coach. Tomorrow, we will have a power-packed house. We'll be getting somebody who's going to talk about investments. We're going to talk about Emeka Nobis. We're going to have myself. I'm speaking fully tomorrow. I would have spoken tonight, but the time is short because you've heard a lot. And all the things that you've heard can confuse you or make you not sure. So I'm going to do a session tomorrow that is going to make it easy for you to plan your session, plan your time. And one of the things you're getting with the 15K is that there's a 3-day course, 2 hours every day, where you actually do the planning, your own planning. I'll do it with you. So what you've done today is they've told you a lot of things. You can go home and go and plan yourself at your own risk, whether you get it or not. But if you do this 15K or 49K, you get to have 3 days with me, 3 consecutive days where I guide you on how to think and how to plan. If you do the 45-minute call, that means you have 3 days and then 45 minutes with me. So that's like 6 hours plus 45 minutes, almost 7 hours working with me, guiding you and showing you how to plan for your year. Of course, there are other programs from the coaches and everything, which I'm going to tell you what to do. But if you need more courses, like you saw Tobore, you saw Stella, you saw Dr. Blessing, and you want their courses, you want more than one teacher or one coach, then you can contact us. Okay, so I'm going to stop here now and let the next coach, that is by name Coach David, come online, and he's going to talk to us about digital marketing, how you can make your business visible and how you can grow your business and make sure everything is visible for the year. He's going to show us some things that we need to do and how to plan our year in terms of our marketing, in terms of our sales, in terms of all those things that we need to do so that we can be able to, because if you have a great product, if you have a great service and you don't market it, you are not going to make profit. So the sales and marketing are the wheels on which our businesses run. So over to you, David. Thank you very much. So let's just hang around for a few more minutes. It's not going to be long. He's going to show you how he does it, and then we can take it up from there. We are a little bit behind schedule, but I think this is good for you, and we can all win together. All right, over to you, David.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tosin. It's a pleasure to be here with you this very evening, and I think it's a great privilege for me to be sharing this platform with a host of amazing and delectable speakers, from Dr. Blessing Thelma to my organization, and then even Mr. IBK himself of is. So it's been a very, very great time, and I've learned a lot. As a matter of fact, I have my daughter came here forming those ideas as I speak. It's really amazing. So this very evening, I'm going to be speaking on a very vital topic, which is very critical for the growth and survival of any business. Any business, whether you're a professional or whether you have a business, whether big or small, this applies to you. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter the kind of business you run. It doesn't matter how you want to be perceived. Whatever it is that you are doing that has to do with cash flow, making money, or even getting yourself out there, you really need what I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now so that we can all have sharing. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So we are speaking on parts on visibility strategy for massive business and career growth in 2024. I want to especially thank Mr. Tosin for giving me this platform because it's something I really, really appreciate and I love to do to help businesses grow, make impact, and position themselves for exponential results. So this is a little about me. If you want to know more about me, you can check my website, Satellite Media Solutions, so you can connect with me from there. So I'm a digital marketing strategist and a real estate consultant, founder of Satellite Media Solutions and Satellite School of Marketing. So one of the things I do is to help budding digital marketers or business owners to learn digital marketing at a very, very advanced level, apply it to their business or their career. And so far over the years, I've trained a number of digital marketers to become highly influential and successful in their field, make impact, and help other businesses grow. I'm a global certified digital marketer, and I have my MSc Marketing and Business Transformation from London Business School, and trained hundreds of professionals to secure jobs, also get money abroad using digital marketing and growth marketing strategy. Yes, also I've empowered businesses, and I currently still do. So what is visibility? Because the objective of this meeting is for you to understand how to position yourself in such a way that you are seen by the right people. So visibility, from what you can see on my screen, visibility is being seen by the right persons for the right reason. And the reason, the keywords here are right persons, and secondly, right reasons, right? So one, you can be pushing out your content, you can be pushing out your product, you can be doing a lot of things, but if you're not seen by the right people, definitely you will not get customers. Nobody will buy from you. You need the right people to see what you're doing And that is why your objective when you're running adverts or when you're doing anything, your objective is not just to get likes, to get followers. One of the mistakes that business people or professionals do is to go ahead and buy likes and follows. You don't need all that. You go on Instagram and say you want to buy 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. That is not how to build value. Most of those followers you are buying, they are robots. They will not give you anything. As a matter of fact, over time, they will start dropping. The numbers will start dropping. And you yourself is so discouraged. All right. So being seen by the right person is very important. And then secondly, for the right reasons. For the right reasons. Why are they seeing you? What are they seeing on your page? The right people that have the money to buy what you're selling, they are there seeing what you're doing. But every time they come to your page, what you do is twerking. You are twerking, you are dancing, you are doing things that are not consistent with your objective. Just because something is trending, you decide to jump on it and then do something that will completely erode your reputation. So it's important you take these two things into considerations. One, the right person must see your advert, must see your content, and then secondly, for the right reasons. You have to be so conscious of that. So we cannot speak of visibility without speaking of two things, and that will be these will be the focal points of my conversation with you this very, very evening. I'm going to be focusing on one, attention, and secondly, positioning. Attention and positioning. These are the two focal points we're going to be looking at when it comes to visibility online, right? So there are two kinds of visibility. You can be visible physically, right? Having a physical store or having some sort of a billboard or something that attracts customers to you and all that. I'm not addressing that this very evening. I'm addressing the online display. So why is the visibility? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Now, the business without visibility is like a shop hidden in the forest. You agree with me, right? It's like you love a particular lady, but every time the lady passes by, you go and hide in the dark and then start winking. Tell me, how are you going to win that lady over to yourself? How? So attention drives opportunities, visibility builds credibility. It's very important that you know that the numbers is not the most important thing, but the numbers are important, right? So why I'm saying this is because someone, a particular user on Instagram or LinkedIn may have 5,000 followers. And then another person is having 100,000 followers in the same niche. But the person having 5,000 followers is making over $10,000 every single month from those followers, while the person with 100,000 followers only makes maybe about $1,000, $2,000 once in 3 months. What's the difference? So you can have the number, but if you don't know how to maximize the number, it's a problem. So let the attention drive opportunity for you, and at the same time, let the visibility build credibility. Let visibility build credibility for you. So now, it's important you understand that 2025 will demand a lot of intentionality from you, because just as we are here taking a lot of classes, learning, and doing amazing things together within the past few hours, I want to assure you, we have hundreds and thousands of other businesses or professionals like you that are taking this class, a class like this, or have taken classes like this, and they are ready to make 2025 a wealthy year for themselves. So if you want to compete, you want to also make a head start, then you have to be very intentional, because it's not going to come easy. What I'm going to be sharing with you will not come easy, but if you do them, definitely you are going to get a great result. One of the speakers, I think the first speaker, said something about being loathed, being hated by our audience just because she shares things that makes them feel so uncomfortable. So growth comes from the place of discomfort, not comfort. Growth comes most of the time from the place of discomfort. For a plant to grow, the seed must die. That is not comfortable. That is discomfort. So you must be ready to go from where you are now, where you want to be, but with a whole lot of intentionality. Now think about this. 85% of buyers research online before making a purchase. Do you have a presence online? Do you have a website? You want to make 2025 great for yourself? Do you have a presence online? When people Google your name, what do they see? Do you have credibility? Are you visible on Google? One of the easiest ways to make yourself visible on Google is by using what we call about.me. So if you are writing, you can put it down, about.me, about.me. Just create an account with them and set up your account, set up your profile, and then automatically, because it's auto optimized for search engine, you can make yourself visible on Google. That's just one of the ways by which you can do that. So when people research your product or research, before people buy your product, they have to research you, research the author of the particular book before they make a purchase. Do you have a presence? Then secondly, brands that are visible grow 2 times faster than those that are not. Brands that are visible, they grow 2 times faster than those that are not. Now, let's talk about the attention currency. Of course, it's no longer news that attention is the new world currency. And one of the reasons why this particular event is successful is because why we are currently holding this class right now is because we have the attention of some people. Imagine us putting out this the campaign for this particular event, and then nobody showed up. Definitely will not be here right now. But because we got the attention of some people, that's why we are still here. So in your business, how exactly are you getting the attention of people? As a professional, how well positioned are you to grab the attention of your audience? These are the things you look at, because without attention, the business dies. And why is attention a currency? You may ask. Attention is a currency because it is from the attention that you get that you actually get people to pay you. And that is why people say, pay attention. It's not only money you pay attention too. Right. So now, positioning, the big question when it comes to positioning is this: what do you want to be known? What do you want to be known for? Positioning is how you are perceived in the minds of your audience. It defines who you are, what you offer, and why you are different. So that's the first thing for you if you want to make 2025 a great year for you. Right? That's the first thing for you. Now, why positioning matters? It helps you to cut through the noise, to stand out in an overcrowded market, attract the right audience. Okay, so we cannot talk of visibility if we don't talk of positioning. You don't want to be known for the wrong thing. Some of you currently, your social media page right now is a portfolio of different things that do not even describe what you do. Right? You are into fashion, for instance, but every other day you post things that are not relevant to fashion. Just because somebody posted about relationship matters on one group, you quickly share with your page. Somebody posts about Forex, you share. Somebody posts about this, you share. Somebody posts about that, you share. Why? You've got to be consistent. You've got to stand out for something, be known for something. One of my favorite quotes from a man of God I respect so much is this. He said, let your peculiarity be your popularity. Let your peculiarity be your popularity. What are you peculiar for? What are you known for? So cut through the noise, stand out in an overcrowded market. Secondly, attract the right audience. Then, thirdly, build trust and authority. That's why positioning matters. So you have to be seen as that go-to solution in your niche. Many times I see young people, I see business professionals coming to my DM asking for solutions about how to promote their business, how to structure their business, how to create the best strategy for winning in 2025. And that is coming from my identity as a business transformation coach. The digital marketing, business transformation, that is what I stand for. Then lastly, positioning helps you to drive growth. Strong positioning equals better visibility, conversions, and long-term. I'm going to try as much as possible to run through this so that we can finish this before or by 10:30 Nigeria time. Okay, so How do you position yourself, identify your unique value, know your audience, craft a clear message, your unique selling point, please. One of the assignments for you, if you're listening to me and you really want to make 2025 a great year for you, craft your unique value proposition. Here is an example. I hear businesses drive growth with ads and visibility strategies that work. That's just an example of for a digital marketer or a growth marketer driving revenue. Then secondly, show up consistently on platforms where your audience lives. Social media, adverts, events, collaborations, radio, different platforms like that. For ads that work, key strategies for 2025, know your audience, compelling creatives, then targeting and retargeting, budgeting wisely. Listen, small budgets can deliver big results with strategic plan. You do not need to break the bank. You do not need to break the vault. You can actually start small and grow big. Now, there are two ways by which you can run your campaigns or your visibility adverts, right? Either on Facebook or Google or whichever platform. Two ways. One, we have the inorganic, then we have the organic. I'm going to be showing you the two, right? Now, going inorganic, it simply means leveraging paid advertising strategies to amplify your reach, visibility, and conversions. A business coach of mine made a statement, a quote which stays with me. It says, life is too short to grow organically. Life is too short to grow organically. What does it mean by that? If 100,000 naira can get me, if I can run 100,000 naira campaign and it gets me 1 million naira, why would I not do that? 100,000 naira spent in a month gives me 1 million naira within that same month. That is 900,000 naira profit. Why would I choose to go organic for the next 6 months, trying to make the same amount of money? Life is too short. So we are not demeaning the place of organic growth, but we are saying that there are some of you here that you have not even considered running adverts since you started your business. You've not considered running any campaign since you started your business. Why? This ought not to be. You've got to create a budget, not a thin slice of budget, but something substantial, 20 to 30% of your income on marketing, so that you can get better and better results. So leveraging paid advertising strategies to amplify reach is very, very important. It's about investing in targeted campaigns to drive faster and measurable results. What are the key platforms you want to use for inorganic strategies? You have the Google adverts, you have the Facebook and Instagram adverts, LinkedIn adverts, YouTube ads, sponsored emails. These are the different services we offer at Citylight Media Solutions. That's what I've been doing for the past 6 years now, helping businesses to leverage these tools in order to make more money in their business. And you can actually do the same as well. Now, the power of strategic advertising. One, paid ads gives you instant wide reach. Never before have we had a time where someone in Nigeria can sell to anybody around the world. I can be here and sell to people in Brazil, sell to people in Uganda, sell to people in Canada, sell to people in France, sell to people anywhere, right? Without leaving my home. And that is the power that you have in your hands. But are you making good use of it? Or you still do things that are so local, or you're not thinking global? The Bible says that you are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. But some people, a friend of mine said, a lot of people, instead of being the light of the world, they are being the light of their father's sitting room. Instead of being the salt of the earth, they are the salt of their mother's pinpoint. What that means is that they are so local that they don't think beyond their immediate environment. One of the things that can help you to push the boundaries is by strategic advertising that gives you the right visibility. And when I say right visibility, I mean visibility that drives growth, visibility that drives revenue for you. All right. So a platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google helps deliver targeted visibility. Targeted visibility means that reaching the people reaching the people that are relevant to your business. Okay? Please confirm if you can still hear me.
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Just give me a few minutes, okay? This is okay. It's all right. Thank you. That's great.
Is there a challenge?
All right. Yeah, please confirm you can see my screen now. There seems to be a little.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. So we're speaking on the power of strategic advertising. Now, let's move on to visibility strategies beyond paid ads. I've spoken on the importance of using inorganic strategies to boost your price, boost your product, the power of strategic advertising. Then let's talk about visibility strategies beyond paid ads. Now, one of the objectives of this meeting, right, is for you to set a goal for 2025, right? And I believe that so far you've let 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 things that you can do differently in 2025 to get the best results. And now, when it comes to visibility, these are the things that you can also add to your goal list. Content marketing. Have a plan to share valuable insights that position you as an expert in your industry. Have a plan to share invaluable insights that positions you as an expert in your industry, and ensure you do that consistently. That's why we have number 2 there. Social media consistency. Show up daily. Consistency builds trust. Consistency builds trust. I know a number of people that the moment they post maybe every day for the next 5 days, 6 days, and nobody likes their post, nobody shares, nobody comments, they get discouraged. But no, listen, consistency compels engagement. You may want to write this down. Consistency compels engagement. If you are consistent over time for the next, let's say 5 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and more, a time will come when people will start engaging with your content. So the first thing you need to take off your mind is engagement. And let quality be the number 1 thing on your mind. So social media consistency is very important. The networking, leverage platforms like LinkedIn for connections and visibility. Partner with other people to tap into new audiences, optimize for online presence so people can easily find you. Now, setting visibility goals for 2025. The business owner set a goal to reach X leads per month through adverts, right? And like I said, you don't need to start with big amount of money. You can start small. Set a goal to reach certain number of people, and then from there, you generate your leads. Usually, if you reach, let's say you're able to reach 100,000 people, usually 10% of them will sign up as a lead. What is a lead? We don't have time for that, but briefly, a lead is a contact of a potential customer, an interested potential customer that has shown interest in what you do to the extent of dropping their contact information with you. That is the lead. If you do not have the contact of a person that person is not your lead. Right? So as a professional, position yourself as a thought leader and get noticed, and use the SMART goals framework to actually create a goal for yourself, for your business, as far as visibility is concerned in 2025. A good example would be what? Run 3 ad campaigns monthly, targeting 10,000 new prospects and generating $25,000 in revenue. Come on. For instance, so these are action plans you can use, which must be smart. You set visibility and ad goals daily, monthly, quarterly. This platform that align with your audience and goals. If your audience are on TikTok, please make use of TikTok very well. If your audience are on Google, make use of Google very well. If your audience are on YouTube or Meta, make use of this platform very well. You cannot be on all the platforms at the same time performing equally. No. You have to choose one or two, and it will be your main platform, and then focus on those ones. Then design and execute an ad campaign. Start small, but stay consistent. Stay consistent. You can choose that every month I am cutting out 50,000 naira to reach new customers every single month. Every single month. You don't miss it. Your income is about a million naira. 50,000 naira is just about 5%. Which I would say is even too small. But let's say you are putting out 50,000 every month to run adverts and generate leads. This leads, the leads that generated in April might buy from you in September or August. But these are people that you have acquired since April. So the fact that you run adverts for 1 month does not, and you didn't make sales that same month, does not mean that you should give up. It is incremental, right? So design and execute an ad campaign, start small but stays consistent, create a mix of paid ads and organic visibility strategies. Monitor progress and adjust for success. Now, what are the key metrics of visibility? Maybe you are wondering, okay, how do I know that I'm actually doing the right thing? How do I know that I'm getting visibility? How do I know that the right people are seeing me? 1, reach. Reach is the number of people that your content appears before. Your content appears before them. The number of people, that is the reach. Secondly, impressions. Impressions is the number of times that a pair of eyes see your content. The number of times. It doesn't matter whether the same person is seeing your advert 5 times. That 5 times is what counts as impression. So if 2 people are seeing your advert 5 times each, 10 is impression. The reach is 2. I don't know if you're getting me now, right? Then we have engagement. So when people start liking your post, dropping a comment, then that is engagement for you. Secondly, is traffic. How many people did your advert generate? How many people were driven from Facebook to your website? That is traffic. Then we have conversion rate. Then we have followers or subscribers growth. Conversion rate is the number of people that took a particular action, such as buying a product from your store. Now, what are the tools for measuring visibility? We have Google Analytics, we have Facebook Insights, which is free. Google Analytics is free, Facebook Insights is free, LinkedIn Analytics is free, SEMrush is a premium platform, premium marketing software. Most of them also have premium software. Premium simply means you can start free and then you advance into the paid version of it. This is just a snippet into a funnel, what a funnel looks like. From what I see on the list of speakers, we have someone who's going to be taking you on what funnel it is. All right. So importantly here, visibility without noise, without impact is noise. Visibility without impact is what? Is noise. It's very, very important you take note of that. Before you choose to go visible, position yourself. What are you known for? What are you known for? Now, this is a snippet of one of the campaigns we did for a client sometimes ago. If you look at it very briefly, we reached almost 1 million people, and over 5,000 leads generated in just 25 days or less than that. Now, what am I trying to drive here? Compare, just take a look at this figure here. Organic growth helped us to reach, at the right hand side of your screen, organic growth helped us to reach 1,500 people. But in organic growth, in organic campaigns, we reached 953,000 people. Just imagine the difference. And then 5,000 leads. And most of these people, they were people that are highly valuable to the company with a massive lifetime value, right? So there are beautiful things that I want you as a business owner to take advantage of and cultivate. Cultivate the habit of investing in your business, cultivate the habit of growing from time to time, scaling your business little by little, because there are so many businesses that remains the same since inception. They've not grown past, let's say, 2,000 followers. They've not grown past it. Why? Because they believe that the little money they are making is for their own consumption. Just pay staff, pay this one, no budget for marketing. That is not a good business strategy. In 2025, make it a point of duty that you are going to budget at least 5 to 20% of your revenue for marketing. And that can actually help you grow and scale your business. So before we call it a day, I want to use this moment to tell you that if you're a business professional, or you're a business owner, or you're a professional digital marketing consultant or digital marketer, or whatever niche you find yourself, and you want to learn digital marketing, you can actually subscribe to Satellite School of Digital Marketing. We are starting an intensive digital marketing training and mentorship next year, Q1 of next year, by God's special grace, starting in first week of February, and it's going to run through to April, February, March, and April. And 2 months of intensive training on how you can actually appropriate all the digital tools, strategies, and tactics for growing any business. We teach you that, or we also teach, in addition, AI website design skills to that. And then 1 month will be for mentorship. 1 month will be for mentorship. How exactly can you make use of these skills that you have to get clients that you want, to get the businesses that will pay you, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, people that will pay you whether in Naira or dollars or whatever currency you want. These are the experiences, these are the testimonies that you have witnessed personally from my students in the Satellite School of Digital Marketing. So if this interests you, you can always reach out to either Mr. Tosin here, or you just go to satellite-mediasolutions.com in order to subscribe to any of our products there. All right. Or if you're typing, you're listening to me, and just quickly type this bit.ly/Satellite Satellite is spelled CITILITESODM. bit.ly/Satellite, that's School of Digital Marketing. Thank you very much. So I don't know if anyone has a question or something. Start listening. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We seem to have a very quiet class tonight. I'm not sure why. Everybody just wants to listen and they are not ready to ask questions. But I think we need to work on that. Thank you for people like Grace. Thank you for people like Dr. Blessing, and at least Rizkat, who just came in and has started contributing. Thank you very much. Do we have any questions for Mr. David? Do we have any questions for Mr. David? No. Okay.
So Joseph, can you permit me to share I think somebody asked for the flyer.
No, I was the one who sent you that. So I'll share the flyer. So all these documents I will share with you by your email. So we already have your emails when you registered. And thank you, everyone. Special shout out to Toby Okundikwe, special shout out to Mike, special shout out to Isaac, special shout out to Ademi Bolande and Mr. Gideon, and of course, Dr. Blessing and Ayomiku. I've noted these names, and Isaac was one of the very first people to come in. Isaac was one of the very first people to come in, and he has stayed till the end. And well, I would note these names and watch out also tomorrow to see the attendance and participation, and then I'll decide on what gift to offer. But thank you everyone for tonight. It's been a long period, and you've been here from 7 p.m. till around almost 11 o'clock. And that shows how much you want to succeed in the new year. And I believe all these efforts will not be in vain. So let's do it again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tomorrow is going to be great. We're going to have Emeka Nobis, who's going to talk a lot about how to plan your year, how to sell your knowledge. Also something that I do, but of course, Mr. David mentioned something about collaboration, and that is exactly what I'm doing here. I could have easily told you about how to make money from your knowledge, but I've allowed the maker to come do that. We'll talk about investments with Sholafumi. The health lady, she broke down, unfortunately, when she was meant to talk about health, but let's see if she can come tomorrow. Now, there's another gentleman that is going to come. His name is Mr. Judah. He was on the call. Judah is a funnel expert. So funnels are a little bit similar to digital marketing, but funnels differ from digital marketing. So while digital marketing is on the ads and how you do your visibility and everything, a funnel expert sits down with you and crafts how your business should go. So for example, I could have called this event 2025 annual planning ceremony, which you can come for, but it does not sound funky. A funnel expert is going to work with you to plan your name, and then how are people going to pay? Would you tell them to pay from the first word go, or you would let them come in for free and then tell them to pay, and then design a lot of structures into your business for you? So that funnel expert is coming tomorrow. He's a little bit similar to Mr. David, but he is not into social media management like Mr. David. He's not into branding like Mr. David. He's just funnels and strategy. So he's going to come tomorrow. I also will come and talk to you on how to put everything that you have heard together. Again, we are looking forward, and I'm going to send to you all the offers, all the prices and everything by tomorrow on a single web page where you can see everything and be able to make your decisions. It's exciting to have you guys here. It's exciting to see Africans taking the time to prepare for their new year. You mustn't fail in 2025. And you may ask me the question, so what if I plan and Nigeria happens? Well, the good news is that this event that I'm doing now, I had the idea 6 years ago, but I just put it into my plan for the new year. I did an event, by the way, this is my second event in 7 days. This is my second event in 7 days, all because I had it in the plan. But one of the reasons why I'm delaying to do this in December and the last week event in December was because I did not act on my plan. But again, because it was already in the plan, I just said, no, this has to happen. So I plan to do 6 events this year. I've done only 2. So was it a bad year after all? Maybe not. I have a podcast. I planned to do 12 events. I have 6 live. I have 1 pending. I have another one that has been recorded. I have 8. Then I have another 3 that are pending editing and production. So invariably, my podcast has 12 editions. One way or the other, my plans are working out. It's been I told David yesterday, 2024, I went to school. I didn't register in any academy. I didn't register in any business school. I didn't register in any university, but I went to school. Learning, massive learning, a lot of learning. But the good thing is some of these things are working according to plan. So whether you plan, if you don't plan, when things happen to you, you will just fall down. If you plan, when things happen to you, you may fall down, but you're able to rise up again because you never know what is going to be your inspiration or motivation. It could be your plan. It could be your guide. It could be your challenger. It could be anything. So please don't be typical Africans. We Africans don't plan. Please don't be like the typical African. Your company, your MD already has a plan for next year if it's a good company. If your MD is not planning for next year, start praying to God to give you another job. But a good company, if you are working in a bank, if you are working in a structured business, that business already has a plan. I'm bringing in 2 more CEOs tomorrow. Both of them are UK based. The UK people are crazy in planning. I have a relative who is going to America. He's UK based, and he's going to America next summer. That's in July. He already has a visa letter to the embassy by end of November. So which means he will go and process his visa, pay for his ticket, and he already knows where he's going in July. Then you in April or May will say, we want to come and greet you, and you say, I'm not available. You say he's proud. But he's already planned his year. I have a friend, another British lady, who is planning an event in Dubai in June. Is it March or June next year? She's planning an event in March, but she has been marketing it since March or June 2024. So 8-9 months to plan an event. Let's move away from last minute rush. Let's move away from anyhow. Now God could do them. No. This is one of the reasons why people who are not Christians are richer than Christians, or people who are not religious are richer than us. They do a lot of hard work, and then God honors hard work, whether you like it or not. You may not like to hear this, but God honors hard work. But many of us pray and don't do the work. But they work and pray anyhow, and they get more results better than us. So if you ask me, lots of hard work plus lots of prayer is better than lots of prayer and no hard work. You would always see the difference. I'm not a preacher, I'm just telling you this. So let's make an effort to plan. Again, if you really want to do this thing hands-on, let's go come for the 3-day challenge where we plan. Yesterday, I spent almost 2 hours talking to David on my digital marketing strategy for 2025. So when you see stuff happening from next year, it has just been planned. And I'm late already because I should have started talking to him since October. You heard Biz Grant's Stella saying that she's planning, just all planning. So which means she's made all the money already. I remember she was saying that the money that she used to make in a month is what she's making in a week now. Target. I have another friend, Fumi. Fumi wakes up selling. Fumi goes to bed selling. So all these things are things that we need to do. If you want to do your career planning, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So exams, where am I going to be, and all these kind of things. So it's late in the night. It's past our bedtime. I'm going to release you. If you have any questions or comments, I'll wait for 3 minutes. And when it's 45, we end the call. So I'm going to wait for 3 minutes for comments, feedback, questions. But please don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is the bomb. Tomorrow is the main day, like the main of the days. So please don't miss it. So for 3 minutes, 2 minutes more, comments, feedback, and then we call it an evening. Thank you. You can unmute your mic or type. Thank you, Roslyn. Thank you, Toby. So my brand is Inside Out Coaching. You can follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram. Just look for Inside Out Coaching on Instagram and LinkedIn. Follow us. It will help you. And I'm going to send you a lot of stuff overnight by tomorrow morning. Okay, Rosalind and Toby are the only people who want to say something. Thank you, everybody. Nice to see you again and look forward to having you tomorrow. Please, you still have the link, you have the flyers. Share with your friends, share with more people, bring your friends along, tell them they've missed tonight. The replay will be up for just 1 day, and then it becomes a paid product or service, and then we can take it up from there. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, everybody, and God bless you.